cast from the godly realm, solitude in darkness, frozen beauty evermore, flesh under ice, tears of fury and despair fall upon all fair, tempest, death and raging sea, frost maidens lament.
Okay, welcome everyone. Episode 26. We're half a year in if you're counting by every week, and I'm gonna before we kick off straight into the description of last week, and we're right in initiative, or at the point of rolling initiative. We've got it in the up in the chat here. Just a bit of logistics. So you can see on screen there's this animated GIF of a wolf eyes. Roll20 now supports animated GIFs. So if you can find a picture, an animated GIF, or if you've got the savvy or whatnot to do that with your own image, you can now load up a token for yourself that's got you sort of looking left or right, or whatever you happen to be. Some people even in Roll20 are putting little animated GIFs associated with, when they roll to hit with an axe. There's some little thing that happens that goes with it. Now I'm going to get rid of this fellow, but I just thought I'd mention that. I do know of an app that came up in the one of the chat today, and it's designed to animate your family photos. Like a Hogwarts type picture, and so that's what people are using right now. It's just gone viral, people signing up to it. But that aside, I think Zach, can you give us a bit of a rundown of last week?
I sure can. Oh, here we go. So last week we finished off the combat with the Frost Giant Druid after 3 of our compatriots got stuck to the ceiling by ice pillars.
Oh yeah.
So that happened. After combat, we decided to reinforce the stairwell going upstairs. I was upstairs and I managed to look inside the nest of that giant eagle looking thing. I found a treasure chest there. Took the treasure chest downstairs so we could carry or loot it, as it were, and carry the coins from there. Then we went down to the basement level of the giant frost fortress. Yes, where the trials are located. We started with isolation. This trial passed without any issues other than party members just going missing for no apparent reason. Next was cruelty, and with a brutal display of murder, both myself and Threads absolutely killed these sacrifices that were designed to be eaten, basically. Then after that, we went into endurance, where we were traveling with the elk tribe to their next camp location to follow their food source. After many hours of travel, half the party got exhaustion levels. My exhaustion levels are quite bad at 3. I have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yep.
And then we decided to start preservation. this is pretty much where we got up to after fighting 6 giant vultures.
Yep, that's right. And so
that brings us to present.
Yeah, so I think there's clearly been a massacre here recently. There's blood on the snow, and the giant vultures were pecking at bodies covered in light snow. I think you killed 6 of them, or chased them off, or killed some. And just before then, this is just immediately towards the end of the night. Last time, searching the tents, there was a young boy in one of the tents, and he said, "Isar is coming." He killed everyone. Killed my parents are out there, and my whole tribe, and only I survived. And you could hear the howling of wolves coming closer. And it looking around the camp and looking at what this boy's wearing, that these are wolf tribe. This is a wolf tribe camp as well. I think, Jacques, you went to the entrance to the tent and mounted up on your trusty direwolf Ice, as this, and Sharpie, you dashed across the inner ring of tents, hiding inside the entrance to one opposite, with everyone else apart from Cletus in another tent with the boy. Cletus is in another tent, and you're all very exhausted. And it's just at this point that you can see some huge wolves stalking out of the blizzard, and some sort of almost feral human covered in wolf pelts, and he's got 2 sickles, like little scythes, single-handed, holding one in each hand. Looks like it's they've seen combat recently. I think that's where we're at. Just in those immediate times before initiative was called. Jacques has seen. I think, Jacques, you're in the chat, aren't you? Yep. Welcome.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah. So you've seen this wolf and this character stalk in, and you can tell that there's other wolves right at the limits of your vision, but coming in between tents from other directions. And unless anyone else has anything else to remind us of, is there any points that got any elaboration, or I think we're good. In which case, I've got some handy dandy music here. Sharpie, you moved across to the tent. Can you roll a stealth check at this point, please? Okay, is that a natural one? No.
No.
Okay, all right.
But I do roll with advantage, so that it's a 20.
What's the advantage from?
The Puafwi.
Oh, you've got the cloak. Right. Okay, let's just go and have a look at this fella.
And I will add a psychic dice to that.
Yeah,
too.
okay.
And so Sharpie has turned invisible.
Yeah, okay. Psychic power, so you add 7 to the roll. All right, so that makes that a dirty 20. This
27.
This guy hunches down, looks at you, and he looks around at Sharpie to you. It looks as if he is looking at you, but not directly into your eyes. So it's as if he's suspicious. He looks left and right, and then he just backs away into the blizzard. You can hear growling, snarling sounds coming from left and right, south and north. From out of the blizzard comes a crossbow bolt. Looks like it misses any case. What's Ice's armor class, Jackus? Jackus, can you hear me? Hello.
Yep, got cut off. He's not on roll 20. Maybe his internet cut out.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, we'll come back to it. So you see a crossbow bolt come sailing through, and then this character sort of through the mist.
I
Okay.
think I got cut off.
Oh, Jackus, you're back.
What did
I just need to know what Ice's armor class is.
Ice's armor class would be 11, but I think if she's not doing anything, he's like by default in a dodge action.
We're just in the first round of initiative, so
Okay.
he hasn't had an opportunity
Yeah,
to have an
11.
action yet. Yep. Okay. So
Okay.
a crossbow bolt hits him, doing 4 damage.
Okay.
And Ash Louise, you're in the tent. You can hear wolves surrounding the place, getting louder and louder. What do you want to do?
I will get out and take the dodge action.
Okay. You can see one wolf as you. I think you can see it at the limits of your vision to the north here.
Ah, okay. In which case, I will, and they look like they're attacking.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Essentially.
yeah. They look like they're stalking forwards towards you.
I shall cast a spiritual weapon on it.
Okay. And can you put the token in, or do you need me to do that?
I need you to do that.
Okay, spiritual weapon coming right up. Okay, there it is, the glowing sword. Can you roll to hit, please?
Natural 1.
Oh, okay. But you summoned it and you're ready for next round. So no defensive stance this time. No dodge. Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. So
Yes, it's a
you're
bonus.
cool. Okay, so you walk out, see the wolf to the north, dodge, and take the dodge action and fling out a Duvalaki sword. Threads, what do you want to do?
Can I see anything from where I am?
You can't. You're about 10 foot in. You're right in the middle of the tent. And you can't see anything from where you are. And Ice hasn't had a go yet, so he's still right up here, Jackus. He was here.
Yep. I can't click my token with ice also.
Oh,
on it,
you
so-
just moved. Yeah, okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna hold a ray of frost for anything to come into range / vision.
Okay. The vision obstruction is probably because you're so far back in the tent. If you wanted to move forward, that would open it out a little.
Okay, I step forward a little bit.
Okay. So now you're now you're at the
I'm doing-
entrance, and you can see a wolf stalking towards you at the north. Yeah, up there.
A ray of frost it.
Alrighty. Oh, that's
Is that
interesting.
23 to hit?
23 to hit. Hits. Damage.
Is it behind cover or anything?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of obscurement there, but that's okay. You still hit it.
For 9 points of cold damage.
Oh, okay. Okay, solid hit, and it seems to be affected by the cold damage.
And then I move back 5 feet just back inside the tent for cover.
Okay. Sharpie.
All right. Which way do the wolves look like they're stalking? Are they stalking towards me or to the other tent?
Into the... Well, they're coming between two tents. The one at the north has clearly got its sensors directed towards Drakus and Ash, and I guess the tent where Threads is.
Okay. So I'll throw, hopefully from stealth, at the one in the north.
Okay.
Throw a psychic blade.
All right. It hasn't spotted you, so you do get advantage and sneak attack.
24.
Okay, that hits.
Wow. That's good rolling. That is 12 damage, and I will then back into the tent and hide again. In the
Okay.
tent flaps.
Okay. That's a big hit, and it's badly injured at that point with the frost and the psychic attack.
$25 for stealth.
Okay. All right. Next, some wolves spring into action with this little flurry of blows that you've just done. One comes sailing into you, Ash. They're huge. They're the size of a horse. Thicker and more barrel-chested than ice.
Do I get attack of opportunity as he passes the sword?
No, it's the one to the south. If you look, it's come from the other way. While your attention is directed to the north and chopping that one, another one leaps at you. It's
Okay, he's got disadvantage.
Yes. Whoops. Direwolf. There it is. Not quite as good as all that. And better. I'll show it in. See if you can see the picture in the chat there.
Yep.
Okay. Again, looks like it's seen recent battle. Okay, 221s.
That'll do.
Okay. It savages you, doing 12 damage, and you need to do a strength saving throw.
Rolling.
It's trying to tear you to the ground.
8.
Okay. Ash goes prone. Whoops. What we're using? We're using net. It's not quite right, but it'll do. It'll make it obvious. Okay, another one comes loping in. 10, 20, 30, 40. Now it's going to attack you with advantage, cancelling out the disadvantage from the dodge, because you are still dodging. But it's also got pack tactics, which gives it advantage. So netting all that out, it's going to make it easier for it to hit. What can someone remind me, in D&D Beyond, is it control to roll with advantage?
Shift.
Shift. Hey, there we go. Let's try it. Test it out. Did that work? No, it didn't. Okay, I'll just do the old school and just kick it twice. There's a 20. How's your armor class, Ash? 20?
Less than 20.
Okay. There's 10 damage to a bite. Now, this one from the north comes hurtling in towards you. You get an opportunity attack. You're prone just means you're laying on the ground. You can still attack it mentally with the opportunity attack from the sword, the glowing sword.
Okay. Uh, 15, I think, to hit.
15 hits. Roll the damage.
very nice. 10 force damage.
Ooh, okay. It's now critically injured. Big blow. But it does make it to you and attacks twice, rolling the lowest. Rolling the highest with advantage, so there's a 24 and a 7. So again, another hit. Doing 7 bite damage.
Wait, doesn't it not have an either advantage or disadvantage?
It's got double advantage.
If I'm dodging.
It's got double advantage. And you're applying single.
That all just cancels out normally.
Yep. No, if there's 2 sources of advantage and 1 source of disadvantage, then it's advantage.
As written per rulebook.
That is a good house roll to know.
It's actually written per rulebook.
No house.
That ruling.
Let's move on. Another one dashes in and attacks. Let's roll the dice. Jacus. You probably want him to attack you. 1, 2. No, it's ice, unfortunately. No disadvantage or advantage here. Class 10 on ice misses. Lucky. Another one. A partner comes sailing through as well. Actually, ice, you're there, aren't you? Okay, that's probably better. Now this one, pack tactics will kick in. So I'm going to roll twice. We've got a 16 and a 19. Both of them are going to hit. So ice, can you roll? Take 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Oh, bad news. But you're still alive. However, can you roll? Can you roll the strength saving throw as it tries to rip you to the ground? Oh no! Okay, it knocks ice over. Jacus, can you do a acrobatics? Oh no, animal handling we were doing. That's to land on your feet. Okay, so you're not prone. You land on your feet, adjacent to... Oh, sorry, I'm just going to move things away a little bit here. Flat on the ground, with ice sort of tipped over. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 direwolves. You have fought these creatures before. Okay. One, two, Moltel. Things are looking dark.
Seeing these wolves just appear out of nowhere.
Well, you've heard them approaching for the last few minutes.
But to actually see them appear in front of me is a different thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Having seen them appear, I'm going to see if I can move to it. Yes, I can.
Remember, half speed for all of you exhausted people.
Yes, that is half speed. That is literally my movement.
Okay, so you get to your feet and stagger over towards this critically injured wolf.
Yep. So I'm going to try and hit it.
Okay.
At disadvantage. $12 to hit.
12 hits.
10 damage.
Okay, you coup de grace it and it drops to the ground, dead. In a single blow from the mighty Moltel.
And that's my turn done.
Okay, no bonus action?
I mean, I could bonus action grow large.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
grow large.
I'm going to... Okay, you are now big. Okay, Cletus, lurking over in his own tent.
He's been silently watching everyone attack. Ash, he's a little bit horrified, so he's gonna call forth his water elemental spirit, his tentacles from the deep, with his bonus action, and he's gonna drop it right between these two.
Okay.
And he's gonna...
Oh, you can do that
get
yourself.
the tent. Yep, and the tentacle is going to attack the one that's closest to Ash.
Okay.
I'm exhausted. Is the tentacle exhausted too?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be rolling this with a disadvantage.
If you roll your own magic attack roll, it's you attacking, not it. If you had done, say, monster summoning or summon a demon or something and then direct it to attack, it would not be at disadvantage.
Okay, so I rolled a natural 20, so I have to roll one more time again.
You do.
Okay. A 19 to hit.
Hey, okay, happy days.
Okay, great. And that is 5 cold damage to the direwolf to the north.
Okay. Bit of a blow. Yeah.
And then he's going to try and finish it off with 2 Eldritch Blasts
Oh, okay.
at disadvantage.
Okay.
At 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Ooh, 12 force damage.
Okay, 12 is a big blow, but it's only about half. So badly injured, but nowhere near finished off.
He is going to use the second Eldritch Beam
Okay.
to attack again for 17 to hit with 14 damage.
Oh, okay. Both hit, all your hits hit, and is now critically injured, but still alive.
He is just going to chill inside the tent, maybe walk back in a little bit.
Okay, all right. Okay, Jacus.
All right. So since I'm unmounted, does this count as Ice being independent? So you're gonna have to move him for me, I guess, or do his actions for me.
Yeah. I'll take control immediately after you've had a go.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna move here. Bonus action. I'm gonna the charm I got from those snowballs
Yes.
that activated. Charm
Okay.
of biting. And then I'm gonna attack these wolves down here.
Okay, so I think it's cold damage that you do on top of your normal
Yep.
damage. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. 1d6, right?
Yeah. To every attack roll, every melee attack roll.
There's a 12 hit.
A 12 hits.
So that's 17. And then one more.
Okay, so 17 bludgeoning damage with your hammer, and then cold 7.
Or 12. On this one.
Oh, and then another 12 damage. Is it?
Yeah.
Does that take into account the cold damage as well?
Yeah.
Okay, it's also critically injured.
And then just let me know if I need to roll anything for ice
Sure. Okay.
action.
Yeah. So ice will use movement to just stand up, and it would be suicide to move away. So ice lashes out with its teeth at the one that you just hit, and you can just roll to hit using ice. Bite, 12 hits, 14 damage. That's crazy. Is it 2d6?
Yeah, 2d6 plus 4.
It should be using the stats of... Remember, it was reskinned, so it shouldn't be using the stats of a direwolf.
Let me check. I think I just reskinned the name, but the stats are the same. Let me check.
Okay.
Let's see.
But that aside, I'll...
The Warhorse Hooves does 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning. I just renamed.
What a beast. Okay, he kicks it in the head and it drops. If he was a horse, but instead he bites it. There you go.
Yeah.
Piercing damage. You hear a howl from the south over here. A howl of lamentation as the wolf is killed. Okay. Velin Harpel goes. Moves across to here. And most of the people who are outside see 2 magic missiles. comes sailing in, hitting the wolf that's next to Ice. Okay, you hear a howl of and this creature, this hunched over stalking man, comes loping out of the snow, out of the blizzard, and then launches himself Wolverine style. You're fighting Wolverine, Moltel. And he's got 2 sickles.
He can certainly try.
And he attacks you. Holy moly. He looks like he's beat himself up into a blood frenzy, and he's which is making all of his attacks go far faster, like a flurry of blows. I don't think you've fought any frenzying type of creatures before.
He can certainly try.
But you get the gist. Okay, back to the chat. All right. He hits armor class 17.
Does not hit.
He uses his left hand and does the same thing, hitting armor class 20.
Does not hit.
And
Oh my god.
then he reverses the hand with the other one and hits armor class 16.
Does not hit.
All right, so you do your Matrix style leaning and diving, or I guess your shield is taking the brunt of this. But he comes in and 3 massive blows, but none of them land, to his frustration. And Ash Louise, it's your turn. You're on the ground, badly injured.
I'll take half my movement to stand up and then cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Just rolling for hit points. At second level, I get about 12 hit points.
Okay, it's pretty decent.
And then as a bonus action, I will bring in my sword to slash the injured wolf near me.
Okay. Roll to hit. It's pretty badly injured.
Disadvantage to attack?
No, neither. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, disadvantage for you for the exhaustion. Yes. What do we got?
It's thinking. There, 16.
Yeah, 16 hits. Roll damage.
Another 10 force damage.
Oh, 10 is enough to drop the thing onto the cold fire beneath it that it's standing over. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Threads.
I might back up another 15 feet behind Moltel.
Remember, you're moving.
away from me.
Oh yeah. So you can move 1 square, 5 foot,
No problem.
because you're moving half. And
Yep.
you spent half of it to stand. Okay. Where are we up to? Threads. You can see, even from where you are, you can see a wolf, but ice is in the way, and you can tell there's others.
Can I see whoever was attacking Moltel?
Not from where you are. You might need to step out a little. Moltel's pretty big, and he's...
Can I get a good shot at the wolf here? Or here, I guess? With ice in the way?
Yeah, it'll be obscured slightly, but you do recognise that they're pretty easy to hit. And you're not as exhausted as the others. You're not getting disadvantage from exhaustion.
Okay, I aim at this one. That's near the water elemental.
Okay.
And I cast Melf's Acid Arrow.
Ooh, nice one. Okay. Magic attack.
15?
Okay, that hits. How much damage?
10 acid damage I think 10 acid damage. 10 acid damage this turn, and then on
Next turn, 3.
his next turn.
Well, you can roll that next turn, I think, unless it's a set amount.
No, it's just 2d4.
Oh, okay.
At the end of its next turn.
Okay, so I'll get you to roll that in after he has his go if he's alive. But yeah, so the Melf's acid arrow shoots across the melee, splatters this thing with acid, burning into its fur, and continues to smoulder away. Sharpie.
Sharp used that distraction to throw a psychic blade at that same wolf.
Okay. Now the tentacle is not strictly an ally. You might need to aim.
That's okay. I was stealthed, so.
Ah, true. And that was a 25. Okay, yep, go for it. He hasn't noticed you.
21 to hit.
Yeah, 21 hits.
19 damage.
Whoa. Okay, these guys are taking more damage in their head. In their mind. Anything else, Sharpie?
Is it still standing?
Yes.
Throw the offhand.
Okay.
21 again.
21 hits.
Another 6 damage.
Okay. It flinches twice and is still standing at the end of that.
Done.
Okay. And it has seen you now at the entrance to this tent. Right. Oh, I better add these guys back in. We're missing them. Add turn, and they should be now. Okay. This one here. Moves to attack Jackus. I don't think your tentacle has hit points and so on. Is that right?
No AC, no hit points.
Yeah,
it's like
okay.
a spiritual weapon.
Okay, so it goes and attacks Jackus. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one too. I'm rolling the wrong person completely. There we go. Woof. 22, Jackus.
Yeah, that hits.
He savages you for 8, and you need to do a strength saving throw. How'd you go?
25.
25. Okay, so he doesn't knock you to the ground.
Question.
Yep.
Is the charm concentration or no?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, this one comes in, seeing an ally fighting, which is what they do, and attacks.
Can I roll my 2d4 acid damage for that one?
Oh, yeah, that was this one over here. Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll do that. 5.
Oh.
Sorry, why is that private?
Dead.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that was actually before this one moved because it was the end of that one's turn. Okay, so this one goes this way. Ice, you're going to get an attack of opportunity against this creature.
Yes, that hits.
Spiritual weapon too, hopefully.
Oh, there's the spiritual weapons way up the top there.
What happened to the tentacle that was just next to my tentacle? I mean, what happened to the direwolf that was next to my tentacle?
It died to acid.
Ah, that's what Threads did, okay.
Threads is now throwing spells around. We had frost and then acid, and we'll see what happens next. It's a bit of a fireworks display. Jackus misses. Jackus misses, and this huge wolf, Cletus, fills the opening of the tent, moves in, and attacks you. It hits you with a 21.
Yes, that hits.
And does 8 damage, causing you to do a strength saving throw.
Okay. Frail. Oh, it's with disadvantage too, I think.
Yes.
1.
You fail and are torn to the ground. This other wolf comes sailing around, and you see
What was the damage, sorry?
8.
8, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Another wolf comes in and also bites you, this time with advantage. Hitting armor class 22.
Cletus will use his reaction
Yeah.
to turn to entomb himself into ice.
Okay. So I don't think anyone's going to see this, unfortunately. But you.
Nobody sees this.
Now,
So-
do you still?
Sharp, you can see her.
Do you still take this damage?
I have 70 temporary hit points right now, so whatever damage now I take is off that temporary.
So
hit
you're
points.
knocked to the ground like a statue, like a Greek statue, propped up on one arm, reaching one hand out to this wolf, trying to fend it away, and suddenly you cry out no, and suddenly you're encased in like 6 inches of ice, and this wolf's bite comes down and crunches, and does 12 damage to your ice cage.
Okay.
In frustration. What have we got? There's another one here. That comes loping in. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And attacks you, Moltel. It seems that they're clever enough to attack people that are being attacked by someone else. It's the way wolves operate.
It can certainly try.
Buddy misses 15 and a 16. I think your armor class is better than that. What is it, by the way, just so I know?
Currently,
Yep.
21.
Okay, all right. Holy moly. Okay.
That cloak protection really helps you out.
Yeah. Now, where am I
Full
missing?
plate and a ship.
Moltel.
I'm going to go for the person who attacked me like 3 times.
Okay, then.
Or at least try to. I take it an 11 doesn't hit.
An 11 misses. He's as dodgy as you, probably more dodgy, but he's not as heavily armoured. He is wearing thickened hide armour, though. Your second...
Well,
your
21 to hit.
Yeah, your second attack hits.
And can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Okay.
Because I'm invoking my fire rune.
Okay. Okay, and what happens?
Well, he takes
He fails
6
it.
extra points of fire damage.
Okay, which he does.
And he strained.
Restrained. Okay. This is the handcuffs.
Oh, and yes, and since I hit as well, I keep forgetting this giant's ring, giant's stuff.
Yeah.
So my axe damage did total of 13 damage, plus the fire damage of 6, 19 damage total.
I missed all that. How much? I've already taken all your damage off. I just need to know how much extra.
Oh, 4 points.
Okay.
So,
Great.
yeah. And that's my turn done. But he is restrained.
Okay. I'm not seeing a bar above him. Oh, I know why. Tell me if you can see a hit point bar to give you an idea.
Yep. See it.
I can.
Okay, so first blood from Moltel. Is that your turn done?
Yes, I'm not moving, so yes, that's my turn.
Okay. Cletus.
He is entombed in the Tomb of Ice. He seems to have preemptively panicked, but now the ice is falling away. All he can just do is stare at the 2 wolves, and he's gonna cry out, "Somebody help!"
Okay.
And that's all he can do.
Okay. So when you take damage, you entomb yourself in ice, which melts away at the end of your next turn. So at the end of your next turn, which is now, the ice melts away.
Yep.
Okay. Jacus.
Alright, so Jackus would seem to be more focused on defeating the bigger threat. So he's gonna move here.
Okay, so you move towards the wolf warrior. The
Yep,
human warrior.
I'm gonna cast Divine Favor on myself.
Okay, the bonus action. Divine Favor.
And then I'm gonna attack him. 18. And I'm gonna add a smite. Level 1.
Okay. So you hit with your armor
20.
class 18.
Can he do a wisdom save
Okay.
for my menacing attack?
Okay, we've got at least 17.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah, so
passes it.
So, but he takes an extra 2 damage from that one.
So 17 plus 2, 19, is that right?
18 plus 5 plus 2, so it's 25 total.
Okay, one hit, 25 damage. Boom.
Yep, and then second attack. I'm gonna use my guided strike to add 10. So it hits.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add one more divine smite.
Now, when you say you can use your channel divinity to strike, you make this choice. Yeah, okay, cool. Roll damage. I was just reading on the
20.
screen. What?
I added another divine smite.
Oh, okay. So you've done 2 divine smites, guided strike to make sure it hit, and you've also channeled your Chwinga blessing of ice.
Yeah. Also, he is also restrained, so all of those should have had advantage.
Oh.
No advantage. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Yep.
So he was restrained.
Yep.
So
Okay.
there was potential for a natural 20 in that.
Okay.
And I could have used my guided strike, I guess.
Yes. Moltel, let us
Yeah.
know before he rolls his dice. Velin.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought everyone heard me when I said he was restrained. So
Yep. Okay.
Alright, never mind. Okay.
Velin comes to the entrance and does another magic missile. Just chip damage, but they automatically hit and it's guaranteed. And she'll stay there. Isar goes.
he also takes 7 fire damage at the start of his turn.
Oh, okay. This is from the fire bonds.
Fire shackles, yes.
Yes, okay. All right. Okay, so he moves, and Moltel and Jacus will get free strikes. Oh, he can't move?
He can't move. He is restrained. His speed becomes 0
Oh, yeah. Until he fails as a save, is that right?
until he passes this save.
Yeah.
Which he
Okay.
can repeat at the end of each of his turns.
Right, okay. So let's have a look. I'm just calling up restrained here. He can still attack, right? Just at disadvantage? Okay.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, right. So, Jacus, he's going to crack onto you there. You've just done 2 massive big hits. He's going to roll disadvantage because he's got these fire bonds. And he hits armor class. Let's have a look. Armor class 20.
Yep,
Miss?
that hits.
That hits. Oh, okay. Okay, this is the first time he's landed a blow, I think.
Yeah.
All right. He does 7 piercing damage. and 11 cold damage. Oh, sorry, and 11. No, it's a total. That's both piercing damage. So his strikes are empowered somehow, and he does 18 damage to you.
Okay.
He attacks again. Oh.
No, he won't.
We'll call that a miss with his offhander, but he still reverses his main hand. Oh, and another natural one. That's 2 natural ones in a row. All right. Sorry,
Nice.
sorry, Isar. It was meant to be. Your time is up. And he gets a saving throw.
I think I get to keep my
It's a
divine
saving
favor.
throw.
Saving throw versus what? Wisdom? Strength?
Strength.
And what does he need?
15.
Okay, so he breaks the bonds, and that's his turnover.
Cool.
Yep. Ash.
Toll the dead on him.
Okay. He does a wisdom saving throw, if I recall.
Yes, 14 whiz.
Okay. He looks like he's about to fail it. And then he does. Roll your damage. He gets like a second chance.
Okay.
He gets a second chance when he's in his blood frenzy. How much damage? He's injured. He's injured badly.
14.
Oh. Okay. All these wounds start.
DM, I didn't get a turn.
Sorry?
And
Didn't get
bonus
an
action.
Hang on. Juckus, you just had 2 attacks, didn't you?
No, Ice. I mean Ice, because he's independent, right?
Oh, yeah. Ice moves back to here.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, Ash.
Bonus action with the sword.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It moves over. Roll to hit.
Roll again for disadvantage.
Yeah.
Never mind, I rolled in that one, so it doesn't matter what the other one is.
Threads.
Threads moves forward a bit. Okay, I'm gonna do another acid arrow at this guy.
Okay.
Isar, is it?
Yeah, I saw.
Isar. And I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Oh, okay. No mucking around with this all new threads.
14!
14's a hit.
Oh, that's nice. So it's 13 acid damage this turn, and I'll roll the
Okay.
other one next when it's the end of his turn.
He roars and hisses at you and pats at the acid that's leaking through these furs and hide armor.
And I move back to safety in the tent.
Sharpie.
Alright, Sharpie's just going to move a little bit out of the tent, just have a look and see what all those people are fighting.
Yes. One guy, it seems.
Who is on... looks heavily beaten upon.
Critically injured, yeah.
I am actually going to... yeah, they seem to be handling him, exhausted or not. So I'm moving down to... there to get a shot onto the wolf. Give Cletus a hand.
Which one? The one in the tent with its tail poking out of the tent?
Can I see if either of them are injured?
You can't really... You can only see one wolf from where you are. Can't see into the tent far enough.
Okay. Just got to throw at the wolf that's closest.
Yeah, okay. No worries. Roll to hit.
That'll be a crit.
Natural 20. Very good.
Like I roll all these with advantage, and the non-advantage one's crit.
Oh no. Oh, nice.
That will be 45 damage.
Okay.
What?
You
Welcome
one
to rogues.
you one shot it, and it drops, and then seems to shrink back into the tent. I'm just going to shift into the Cone of Silence with Cletus. Kalitas,
Yes.
you see what looks like a human barbarian woman with furs and hides and many totems around her neck. And she's standing there looking furious at the blow that she's just taken.
Does she look like she's been controlled, or does it look like she's in control of herself, or?
No, it looks like the wolf just turned into her.
Oh, okay.
So as it died, it forced her back into her form.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go back to the thing. I just wanted to describe that because you're the only one that can see it.
Okay.
I might even hide the token so that you know where she is, but so that other people don't accidentally see it, because she's sort of behind the tent flap a bit.
I think Sharpie might have saw it, but go on.
probably too late. The cat's out of the bag, but I won't hammer the point home. Okay. All right, back. Sharpie, you threw a dagger, and you killed a wolf? It was a little bit odd what you saw, because it was the half of it was right at the tent entrance. It seemed to start to get smaller and shrink down to somewhere inside the tent, as a corpse on the ground.
Well, that is odd, so I'll use my bonus action to dash forward and investigate.
Okay.
Oh, there.
You also deleted the wolf with the initiative.
Oh, okay, yeah. He'll be coming up shortly.
He's right after Sharpie.
Yeah, okay. What can we do here?
Can I see what happened to that wolf from where I am?
Yeah, you can. What you see is a human red wolf barbarian looking much like Ivar, but with many runic sort of paintings on her face and arms, and she's got a necklace of totems.
Huh, well, it's not interesting. I'll ask Cletus how she is. He is.
He is prone. He's on the ground.
Exhausted. Exhausted.
It's cold.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to get this back in there and move it up. There we go. To just behind Sharpie. So Sharpie, you've thrown a dagger, done a bonus action dash, seen the thing. Anything else this turn?
Nope, that is it for me.
Okay. All right. Right. Tricky. Okay. This guy goes to here, which Cletus is going to give you an opportunity to, if you want it.
It'll be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
He will try and go for it.
Yep.
Come back here. A 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oh, and he does 4 damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, so that woman is actually still alive.
Yes. And she moves to here.
Okay.
And she picks up the token necklace around her neck, points in gestures in the direction of the main melee. Goes to there, and let's draw a circle. Yeah, okay. That's a square. And 2. Oh. There, this will do. So there's a 20 foot area. So it's going to drop on threads. Moltel, Ice is out of it. Velin's in it. Sharpie and Cletus, you're not in it. But from above, you hear a crack of thunder. And look up, these huge balls of ice come raining down. And in addition, with it comes a wave of icy cold. And an ice storm lands on you all. Can you roll? Yeah,
Dexterity save.
It is a dexterity save.
14.
7.
Okay. Bear in mind, if you're within 2 squares, so of Jackus, you're going to get your +3. Which I think all of you...
So, 17.
Yeah. Okay.
Ash is away at the moment, I think.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll come back to Ash.
I can make my turn now.
You need an ice storm just hit you. And you need to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, with disadvantage, no doubt.
Yes, disadvantage for all the exhausted ones.
Of 3 or higher.
Yeah, Velen is okay.
Wow, I did so good.
Okay, so Moltel.
18. 3.
Did you do 2 checks, Moltel?
Yes, I had 15 and a 14.
Oh, good one. Okay.
That was at disadvantage.
Okay, so
and, plus the 3 is 17.
Okay.
So it's 18 and 17.
Okay.
But this is cold damage, is it not?
No, it's a combination of bludgeoning and cold.
Okay, so I still take a bit of damage.
Yep. Okay, so we've got 7 bludgeoning damage and 14 cold damage. So in other words, 21, 10 for those that save.
And no cold damage for me.
Because of your shield.
Because of the shield. Yep.
Yep. Da, 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 da. Okay.
See, Cletus. He's still in the hut.
Yeah, he's in the hut. So everyone's taken their damage from that?
Yep.
Okay, and then she just moves 1 square back further. Moltel, have you used your reaction yet?
No, I have not used my reaction
Yeah, okay, because this wolf does the same thing and backs away.
Can certainly try.
You can roll to hit. Disadvantage.
10 does
Okay.
not hit.
Okay. This thing turns into a woman who, barbarian. No, a guy, a barbarian who also starts gesturing at you. And in the same area, another save is required for everyone there. Another ice storm hits.
For goodness sake.
Exactly the same area.
Exactly the same area, yeah.
Great. Oh god.
I got an 11 on my save.
I got a 12.
Okay. In that case, we've got 4d6 of cold, which is not going to matter to Moltel, but here that comes. That's 14. And I believe bludgeoning is 3d8. So 9 damage of bludgeoning. So for most of you, that just means, 23? Or 11?
What was the DC, sorry?
14.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely not.
Okay.
I'm a 1 hit point.
Wow.
I made
Hold
it.
on, Threads, are you 10 feet within Jacusa's radiance?
Still don't make it.
Yeah, threats will pass because it's a +3.
It's a +3, not
Yeah.
+2.
+3.
Get it? It's
Oh,
charisma
thank
bonus.
God.
Okay.
So I just
Do I get this?
re-add halved.
Yeah. Yeah, Ash, you're getting the +3. Oh no, you're out of it. Out of Jacusa's aura.
Yeah.
Moltels are just a
That's
bit too
fine.
beefy and pushing you back.
Also.
Yeah, Isar's bust out, but he was sort of neutered. Okay, and that's what happens there. So Moltel, you're up. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try and keep attacking Isar.
Okay, roll to hit. Battle axe.
$15 to hit. Sorry, 8 to hit.
8's a miss. Second attack. $12 is a miss too.
Yeah, I ain't moving.
Okay. Cletus.
Not to get myself in trouble, but did the wolf south of Cletus get his turn?
He didn't, and I'm just going to have it. Now that I've looked in the tent, I see that there's this enormous wolf there. It was going to happen as soon as I looked inside the tent, wasn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
1, 2. So he hits armor class 12. Looks like that's going to be a miss.
Oh my god, yes, it misses Cletus.
Okay, so Cletus, you're safe. What do you want to do?
Oh, he's gonna uses the rest of his movement, half his movement, to stand up,
Okay.
and then he's gonna move one step this way. Does he get an idea of where that wolf, that barbarian that revealed himself to him?
Yeah, the...
Will he get an idea of where she was casting that spell? Like, because
No.
I know she's near the tent,
No,
but
it's
he
not-
can't.
It's not directional, but you know it's not like a fireball where you see a line of something. But you saw her dash out to the left of the tent.
Was there any like incantations that he might have heard her say through the tent to kind of like reveal her location?
Oh yeah, what's your passive perception?
13.
Yes, you could hear some muttering from the other side of the tent.
In what direction would it be?
I'm going to ping it for you.
Okay. Great. He is going to do a very risky thing.
Okay.
He's gonna get some energy and cast Shatter, and he's gonna try and shatter this area and try and get everything in the 10-foot radius. Let me draw my shape. Oh, that's a square. Hold on. $15, $20. Okay, he's gonna try and get it here. Oh, hold on. He's still gonna be in range. Don't worry. He's gonna just attack the wolf that's in front of him
Okay. What with?
with 2 Eldritch Blasts at
Okay.
disadvantage
Okay.
for an 18 to hit
18 hits.
with 8 damage,
All right.
and then a 19 to hit
Hits.
with 11 damage.
Okay, it's badly injured.
He's gonna call on his summon, his tentacle. He's gonna
How
wave it
fast
over
How fast does that go?
30 feet. But is it exhausted? That's the thing.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we can get there, no worries.
Great, and then he's gonna get his tentacle to attack.
Okay.
With disadvantage
Okay, the tentacle lashes out.
for a 13 to hit.
Oh, I think a 13 misses.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just too nimble and dashes out to the side.
And that's all he can do for this turn.
Okay. Jakus.
I'm gonna keep on attacking Isar.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Nope. Oh, sorry. Let me roll again. I wasn't using Divine Smite. Could just be 16.
Okay. 16 damage?
Yep.
Okay, that drops him. Massive blow from massive head trauma. And
then bonus action, I'm gonna second wind.
okay. So that'll heal you partially.
Okay. I still have movement left, right?
Yes, you do.
That's it.
Okay. Velin's looking a bit pissed off. She just got caught in 2 ice storms. And she moves out to the centre here. And she points at this one over near Jakus. And casts a blight upon him. It takes a Constitution saving throw, which it fails.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good.
Doing 36 damage.
Damn.
Yas queen.
Okay. Dropping it down to, badly injured. But not dead. Far from dead. And that's Velin's turn. Ash Louise.
Clinging on with a single hit point, I will use the heal FB as my action. And heal myself. Yeah.
You call out, medic,
that
medic!
plus... Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I heal for 14,
Okay.
and then I move my 10 feet.
You can move
So actually joining Velin, just to like...
You can move 3 squares.
Yep. Oh, okay. I'll move 3 squares then.
Yeah.
And now I can see everyone. I will use bonus action mass healing word and just hit everybody.
Oh, nice.
Because everyone's in 60 feet, I presume.
Okay, yep. If you can see them, they can get your healing word.
Yeah, I can see basically everyone.
Don't worry about me if it has a number restriction.
Six creatures. So I prioritize players, and then if he's full, I can heal.
I'm at max health, basically, so hence why I said prioritize someone else other than me.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, I'll heal Sharpie instead of you. So then that's everybody that is in all the PCs and plus Velen gets 6 hit points.
Okay, everyone marks off their hit points. Cletus, the wolf that you're fighting, that you are next to, starts to fade into mist and vanishes.
Well, was that a misty step? Or
No.
would he be able to recognise what magic that was?
You can roll an Arcana check.
With disadvantage?
Yep. Yes.
A 6.
Sharpie would like to roll also too, because he was
Yeah.
about to attack.
Yeah, sure you can. Yeah, neither of you recognise what's going on. Very creepy though. I think Ash, you're done. Threads.
Yes.
Threads. You can see a druid over near Jackus. Just took a blight, but still quite operational. Oh, now you can see two of them.
Oh god. This one that's the furthest from me looks kind of hurt, right? The other one doesn't?
Yeah, badly hurt.
This one isn't hurt or is hurt?
Only minor. Chip damage.
Okay, ooh, a handout. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but maybe I'll just cast another acid arrow.
Okay. Who on?
Yeah, on the one that's further away, the one that looks more hurt.
Okay. This one up the top there. Yeah, okay. Roll to hit.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, I'm a class
An
8. That's a miss.
And I move back into the tent again.
You're acting very wizardly. Sharpie.
Hang on for a second. So Sharpie knows where the wizard, the wizard that was the wolf that I just hit, was up here, right?
Yep.
So Sharpie's just going to move around into combat and yell for someone. There's another druid over here. Give me a hand.
Okay.
And stab him.
Okay.
Twice. 15.
15.
And 16.
15's a hit. So's a 16.
11 damage total.
Okay. And I think it's now them, because they're missing from the turn again.
Yeah, they go after me.
Yep. Okay, this one to the north moves. And an ice storm drops on Threads, Moltel, Ash, Velin, and Jackus. You need to do dexterity saving throws. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. None of you are within Jackus's range now. He's scarpered.
Yeah, that would be a 3.
Okay. Lucky you're immune to cold. Most of this is cold damage. Jackus, you're okay with the 20. Ash fails.
Oh god, 13.
Threads fails. And Velin passes. Okay, this is the cold damage. Oh, 3 1s and a 6. Okay, so 9 or 9 or 4. If you no one passed. Oh, Jackus passed. So 9 4. And bludgeoning is 11 or 5. Very piss poor.
I'm gonna get on 1 hit point.
Okay. Sharpie, you're going to get a free strike on this creature. This druid as she moves out of your range.
Ah, what do you know?
Oh, I'm a class
19.
19. Yeah, 19's a hit. Roll your damage.
17.
Get her.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4. Okay, she moves back, or he moves back, whatever. And another ice storm hits, but it clips you, Sharpie. But by doing so, misses Jackus. Everyone needs to do another saving throw versus another ice storm.
Oh god.
Counterspell it. Threats.
Can I can't see
Oh
her.
no!
Get out
I'm
here.
probably down now.
I'm down. Yeah. We have 2 people that have counterspell. What is happening?
Valen,
You don't say threads, Cletus. You get out there.
Couldn't.
oh,
Thank God for the reroll ones.
right, is that what saved you? Okay, so cold damage for everyone is 16 or 8. And bludgeoning damage is 9 or 4.
I'm down.
Oh,
I'm also down.
Valen drops as well.
Then we're doomed.
Okay. So Sharpie goes.
Why doesn't Velen have counterspell?
So
Moltel?
seeing everyone go down, I'm going to walk right up to Ash, reach down, and do a healing hands.
Okay.
Cheers.
7 points of healing.
Ash, with a gasp, you become conscious.
Oh, thank you, Motel.
It's not a good day to die. Get up.
I can pick them up on my turn.
Okay.
There's others who need healing. I did the best I could.
Anybody else? Moltel, sorry. Any other action?
And no, that is my entire turn.
Okay, Cletus and Cletus's tentacle are hanging out in the tent. What do you want to do?
Do I know if my tentacle can occupy the same space as another person? So if I move my tentacle here, or here, or here, or here?
Yeah, you can move. You can move it to a square. Yeah, it's big enough that it occupies a square.
But will I know that if it can be in the same space as maybe an invisible person?
Oh, you can get it to sort of gesture around and move it, like basically do an attack roll to try and see if something's there.
Sure, let me use my bonus action to try that.
Many creatures can fit in the same square, like getting into an elevator.
Okay. 11.
Okay, you flail around and your tentacle doesn't whack anything.
Okay. Cletus is going to move out then.
Okay. No wolf comes to attack you.
Oh, okay. He's gonna... Where are all these people that you've been talking about? Can he go this way? Cut diagonally?
Yeah.
If you come around the tent, Sharpie will point in the direction where the other one went.
Yep. So you might not be able to see it, but Sharpie points off in the direction.
He cannot see any enemies from here.
No.
He's gonna just blindly attack in the direction that Sharpie's saying. Can I do that?
You can. Disadvantage.
Okay.
And I'll
Yeah.
disadvantages
Okay.
are just at disadvantage anyway, but
Yeah.
you're just trying to fling one out in that direction. You'd have to be pretty lucky.
Yeah. So that's what he's just trying to get super lucky. He's
Yep.
gonna rely on Sharpie.
Okay.
His eyes with 11 to hit for his first beat.
Your 11, your Eldritch Blast sails off into the snow. You don't sense it hit anything.
And then a 12 to hit.
And that also does the same thing.
It's gonna go. Okay.
Jackus.
Help.
Jackus. I missed that.
I'm gonna move here 30 feet
Okay.
and take a shot at the Frost Few in here.
Okay. With trauma. I think I just named you a hammer. You should.
Okay. Sounds cool. There's a 14 hit.
A 14 hits.
Alright, another level 1 Divine Smite.
Oh.
This would be my last level 1 slot.
Okay.
Oh man, come on.
Oh,
5?
So how much damage in total? What have you got?
25.
25. Okay. Critically injured but not dead.
Okay, so one more. Yeah. 19.
19 damage kills the creature, kills the druid. I think you should change adamantine warhammer to trauma. We know what that means.
Okay, sure.
Or give it another name. That's your call.
That's good for now.
Yeah, okay. And you move the limit of your vision as well. Limit of your distance. So Valin needs to do a death saving throw. Okay. You hear a cough. Ash, you're conscious and prone.
I get out, I stand up, move a bit more out of the way.
Yep. Move 1 square.
And then Mass Healing Word as a bonus action again.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep, everyone gets 6 hit points except Jacuz because I can't see him. But there's 6 creatures, including me anyway. So.
Okay. Oh, would Velin have gotten healing from the last time, or did she go down by then?
I think she got healed. At least she got healed by the previous spell. Also 6.
Okay.
But having failed those 2.
Oh, then she went down from that. Yeah. Okay.
She went down from the second flurry of ice storms.
Yep. So she's actually on 6 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone else as well.
Okay. If Ash, you're done, let's move to Threads. Threads in the tent.
In a rage, I stand up. I use half of my movement.
Okay.
Threads, I can't see the spellcaster.
Okay, I stay here because I can see her really nicely here.
Okay.
And again, I'm gonna just acid arrow her at 3rd level.
Oh, okay. That's 2 3rd level spells. Go for it.
Yep.
No disadvantage.
Okay, this one hits 16.
It does. Damage?
17.
17 damage? Okay. Alright. That's your turn? No bonus action?
Yeah. I want to stay so I can see her in case, because I can so I can cast counterspell next time.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Sharpie.
Oh, seeing everyone seems to be following him, the other guys must be down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Walks up and continues stabbing with psychic blades.
Okay.
Oops, ignore that. 21's both of them.
Okay, 2 21s hit. You're going to go Drax. Drax on him.
11 points damage.
11 in 2 hits.
No sneak attack.
Ah, yeah, that's okay. So it survives both of those 2. Whoop. And then it goes. Okay. It's going to have to take a risk here. And it steps out of your range. You get a free strike.
Oof, only a 12.
Oh no. The 12 misses. It takes the form of an owl and flies off into the snow. I'll just see how far it's going to go.
Is this something that would be affected by counterspell?
No.
Or is it wild shape?
Nope.
Doesn't seem to even change, cast a spell at all. Okay. Yeah, so it's flown off into the snow. Sharpie, it's at the limits of your vision. No one else can see it. I'm not putting it on the board for now, but
Okay.
I'm going to.
So it's about 60 feet away.
Yeah, it's right at the limit of the, like when the wolves came out of the blizzard. I'm going to assume people look after each other or whatnot, but you've got no means of catching the creature right now. So for the
it takes an extra. It takes 3d4 acid damage though at the end of its turn.
Oh, nice one. Okay, so you, Sharpie, you see it fly off into the mist. Roll your 3d4 new threads. And
Takes
then
9 damage?
It turns back into a human, about 30 feet off the ground. Is unconscious, and then lands with a thud on the ground, taking another 3d6 from the falling damage.
So he's back to the rest of the party over there. I believe it's Moltel and Ash.
Yeah.
She went down, just fell out of the ground. I'm going to check her out.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Thread's always coming through with the escaping.
Wizard or ranger, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you're just there doing your nails, saying, no, I'll take care of it, and you don't actually do anything, and you hear this scream and a thud.
After this, I assume that's the end of combat since you've cleared the initiative order.
Yeah.
I'd like to shrink back down and check on the boy
Okay.
we were protecting.
All right, you rush into
Clear
the
this.
Yep,
Clear's going to let everyone know there was one of them that escaped, disappeared in front of his eyes. Just just be wary.
Valin says, I think that if those were druids, they had probably cast conjure animals, and you broke the creature's concentration, the druid's concentration, and the animals, and probably the spell was disrupted. And that's why the creature disappeared.
That's what.
Oh. So it wasn't... okay.
So it just so happened that it took some the creature that had done the summoning took damage and lost concentration. Failed a concentration roll.
Sharpie, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
Jacques will try to loot the body of the druid.
Okay.
No one here. And also Isar after.
Right, so you find...
I can do some first aid.
You find 75 gold pieces worth of... They're not really gold pieces as coins, but they're little nuggets of gold that have been probably dug up from nature somewhere and are used to trade. So but it still weighs the same as 75 gold pieces.
Okay. Gotcha.
Isar has a what looks like a holy symbol on him, and so do the frost druids, and it looks like they worship the beast god, the beast lord Malar, god of the hunt, slaughter, bloodbaths.
Alright. Sharpie picks one up, collects it, kind of looks at the rest of them, gives a little shrug, and walks off out of camp.
Yep. Coming back to you, Moltel. you go and see the boy, and he says, "Oh, that's twice I've been saved today. First the white wizard and her stone men, and now you."
The white
A white
the
wizard?
white wizard.
Yes, the lady with horns.
I'll yell out to Valen
Yep.
Harpel. This boy has information. I'm not. I don't know what to do.
I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Pretty much.
Okay. She comes in and she gets out an orb and lets go of it, and it sort of hovers around and goes over to her head and seems almost as if she's listening to it, but it's whispering in her ear.
Can I whisper to Moltel just as she's listening to it? I say, don't trust Valen.
I don't trust you. You changed. I don't trust anybody.
I don't know what
Well,
to think
I trust
anymore.
you, Moltel.
Well, thank you for trusting me.
Valen approaches the boy and says, "Describe this woman. What did she look like? What did she wear? What do you mean stone men?" And she questions him for a couple of minutes. Enough time for if anyone wants to do any healing spells and stuff, you can do that. And you can probably just do that in the chat and heal up as if you've got any to do. But
Is there time for a short rest?
No, we're more like in the a minute, so enough to cast some
Okay.
non-ritual spells. She says, "It's Avarus, that white tiefling, evil wizard, and the stone men were winged." The boy says they are her gargoyles. She must be doing these quests as well.
So we'll have competition? Do you think, how long ago was this? Do you think she may have already reached the Codicil?
Valen has no way of, I don't have any way of knowing, but I know that she's, if this was it's not reasonable to think that this is a coincidence that she has come in and protected this boy from Ivar's initial assault that killed the tribe. And it feels to me like this is really happening. This is not some illusory test or parallel plane or something like that. And Jacques,
That is troubling information.
Jacques,
And considering that I nearly died, I need a stiff drink, please.
Okay, yeah.
Someone.
Yep.
Okay, someone hands you their wineskin. Jacques, you hear a sort of, the sound dogs make when they're a bit sad or sore, that whining, and you see this this snowy white wolf come walking into the clearing, and it's sort of sniffing at the ground, but instead of snarling with its teeth clenched, bared, it's got its ears up and its tail up, and so you can tell it's non-threatening, but it is walking towards the tent.
Which side? Sorry, I can't see anything from.
Oh, I'm just describing it, right? Because it's not
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go up to it with ice.
ice. You can't find anywhere, but there is a lot of hailstones where he was standing.
I'll call him back to me then and go to the wolf.
Have you got a spell to summon it?
Did he die?
Apparently, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then just me then.
Threads, this wolf seems to be heading towards this tent.
I get out of the way.
Walk up to it and try to give it a ration.
Okay, it looks at you. It doesn't take a ration, but tilts its head on its side, and then it does a bit of a yip. And the boy sort of picks its head up and says, "Ah!" And he rushes to the tent, and runs over and says, "I must leave this place. This blue tip will take me to safety, back to my tribe, others in my tribe." And the boy jumps on the wolf.
Be safe.
Nice wolf.
Be safe, and go in peace.
Okay. The last you see is this boy looking over his shoulder, watching you, and as the wolf sort of launches into a full sprint off into the blizzard. And as this happens, you all the sky goes white, and you find yourselves back in the chamber where you've arrived here.
All right, foretest done. Let's go get this book.
Are you sure we shouldn't rest before we go on? We all seem to be pretty hurt. Just 1 hour.
It's not going to help your exhaustion any. 1 hour here.
Well, I'm not exhausted, but I do have only 6 hit points.
I can do a tiny hut and apply first aid.
Not to be a nuisance or anything, but how long do we have on the doomsday clock?
Your anxiety levels have cranked up to 4. It started at 10.
We could get Sharpie to scout ahead to see if
Sharpie
there's
is more than
anything.
happy to do that. He would like to be out of here.
Yeah, scout ahead. If there doesn't seem to be any bad guys, then we can go on ahead without healing up, I guess. Is it the south? That's the next way to go.
It was just past that.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, Sharpie will sneak to south, listen at doors and stuff, and then try and open.
While that's
Before he does that, he will psychically link to Cletus, Ash, and Moltel.
while that's happening, Cletus is gonna strike up a conversation with Threads. He's
Okay.
gonna be like, "Oh, girl, how you going? I saw you die out there.
Die?
Nearly die?
Who said anything about dying?
Oh, are you still cold?
I look at my fingers. I guess my frostbite's kind of gone now. So I'm
Yes.
like, no, I'm
Yeah.
not cold at all.
I had something on my mind. I am still really feeling really down about our fallen comrade, that bard that we were with. I seem to have a really bad memory. Can't seem to recall her name. Can you?
You mean Nina?
Your memory's still here?
Of course, yeah. We just recently talked. I mean, yeah. My memory's very good.
Might have to ask deeper.
Well, hope you stay alive.
Do you-
I lean into Cletus, and I whisper to Cletus, and I say, "I need you to know there are enemies all around.
Who?
They're enemies. They're closing in. Velen, for one thing. She's not to be trusted.
Okay. I'll let Ash know.
Please, Ash. Tell Ash. She seems like she knows what she's on about. I don't know.
And Cletus
just seems to be-
is going to tell Ash that Threads is trying to start shit within the party.
What? I trusted you, Cletus.
You don't hear this.
God damn it.
Let Ash know Threads is trying to start infighting within the party. It's not very like her.
Damn.
That's interesting. We should try and find out why she thinks Velen can't be trusted. I mean, I don't think she's necessarily wrong, but still. I don't know, what do you think of Velen?
I think she has her own intentions, but I just want to get out of here alive first before I start asking more questions.
Could somebody heal me?
Yes.
Thank you, Ash.
Can Threads
Your
die?
help is so nice.
Out of character, can Threads really die? Like when she died when she felt unconscious, did she?
Yeah, you don't know. I can't remember that she went unconscious at all.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I went to 0.
Oh yeah. So someone would have seen you drop, because I think it was Ash that probably cast the spell that caused you to come conscious again.
Yep. Thank you, Ash, for healing me.
Yep, I heal her for 16. Who else? I can't. My screen is just black right now, so I don't know what everyone's on.
Move your map around.
Oh yes, that did it.
If I do Control Shift, then that draws everyone's attention to that point.
Haha.
I think. No, Shift right click. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to move down to Sharpie. You're listening at doors. Can you do a perception roll for me? Ash, in the background, while you're doing your healing, just make sure you mark off the healer's kit stuff. 18, okay. You listen and hear nothing but a bit of a wind whistling under the doorway.
Open door, and psychically let people know I'm doing so.
Okay. You open the door, opens into a wide room with another door almost directly opposite. There are some ice tablets around the room, like stone tablets, but they're huge, 10 feet tall, 7 feet wide.
Writing on them?
Yeah, there's inscriptions.
What language? Presumably not one here.
No, you recognise it. You recognise it as giant just from Moltel's runes and stuff.
All right, listen at the next door.
Okay.
Mortel would like to contact Sharpie psychically. Just go. Stay within sight, please.
Nah. Okay. And you guys move your characters as you want to. Sharpie's moving ahead, and you can see him. So
please stay back at least like 60 feet to 100 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So they're at the.
I'm still at the entrance.
They're at the entrance of the 2 rooms back from you. Okay. You do another perception roll for the next door. You don't hear anything. It's quiet.
Cool. Open the door as quietly and innocuously as possible.
Okay. You're able to open it? One sec.
I can't go through.
Yeah, hang on a sec. I'm just moving it for you. There we go.
More doors.
Looks like this whole series of rooms is like a big, what do you call it? Fractal.
It's like a corridor.
Fractal shape.
Contact the others. The first room has a bunch of tablets with writing on it. You may as well come up and read it, Moltel.
The chamber.
And I do so.
Okay. Okay. So as you move up.
Being motel move, I follow.
Okay.
Was it this room here? Was it?
Yes.
Just check with.
Yeah. The room before Sharpie has got the 4 tablets, enormous, 10 foot tall. One of them says cruelty as a heading, and there's a sentence underneath. Compassion makes you vulnerable. Let cruelty be the knife that keeps your enemies at bay. You read the second one? I'm pasting this into the chat as we go.
Yeah, so I'm basically reading and translating as I'm going. So.
Okay. Endurance. Exist as long as you can by whatever means you can. Only by enduring can you outlast your enemies.
I feel like we should have known this before we did all the tests.
The third one. Isolation. In solitude, you can understand and harness your full potential. Depending on others makes you weak. And you can hear this wind as your sense of foreboding increases. And you read the last one, preservation. Every snowflake, every flake of snow is unique, and that which is unique must be preserved. Sharpie, I'll move to you. You're
Continue listening at the door. Go through it as quietly as possible.
The door's got stuff in it that you've just walked through, so I'll just dial it back to describe it to you. So as you're going through the chamber while the others are coming up reading, this chamber has a domed ceiling engraved with a giant snowflake. And there's 2 statues, but they're not freestanding, they're sort of embedded into the wall. So depicted carved, but protruding. Depicting a towering woman standing on either side of the door in the south wall. In the middle of the room is a 5 foot tall claw-shaped lectern with a white covered book resting on it.
Huh. Found a book, guys. Looks like the book. This is
Yeah.
This is going to be Nortel, yeah, obviously Nortel and Ash.
DM, would I recognize it?
It looks like this white book that you've been looking for.
Okay. I run up to it, and you just hear like this like cackling, like really like evil cackling laughter, and Threads is just like, I found it! I finally found it!
Okay. And as you do...
And she...
Yeah, go for it. Go through it.
I want to yell at I like spin around and I point, is Vel in there?
Oh, she is. I'll just move her up because I've just been not moving her up with the party.
Oh, did you copy us from earlier? Because I have like different hit points.
Oh, no, I haven't.
What?
That's fine. We'll go to hit points if we need to. What are you doing, Threads?
I spin around and I point at Villain and I say, I found it first. I found it. I died and I still got there before you.
Sharpie can take the book before Threads gets it because evil cackling bad.
No. I already got it. I already put my hand on it.
Yeah, it's in her hand.
No.
It's in my hand.
I didn't get a chance to react with that. I would like to take it. I was literally right next to it, so...
Okay, Sharpie...
described herself as running up evil cackling.
Sharpie, can you roll an initiative roll? Threads, you can do the same.
Oh, God.
Hang on.
Ooh!
Yeah, I'm leaning up against the wall.
Okay.
I'm not having any part of this.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing there then?
So Threads
Like I
dashes.
said, I'm leaning up against the wall.
Yeah. So Threads dashes past you, Sharpie, and manages to snatch up the book. And as she has her gloating exchange with Velen, as this look of recognition comes across Velen's face, and and Velen says, "Naz, I never thought you would survive this long." And as Velen does pull out a wand and goes to, point it at Threads, this Thread sort of goes into a spasm, like a fit, and every muscle goes tense as the book drops from her hands. Her mouth open in a silent scream, facing upwards, until finally she collapses in a heap. And as she looks up, you see this look about her in sort of shock and horror that and she says something. I'll let you say what you're going to say, Threads.
Is this Threads now?
Yes.
I smile. It's like I get a really big smile on my face, and I say, "Friends, it's so wonderful to see you through my own eyes again."
Oh my god, Threads.
It's felt like a long time.
And you feel two big arms wrap around you in a big hug.
Yay!
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Okay, you don't sense any undead on Threads at this point, or around you for that matter.
I'll let everyone know.
Yeah.
He seems to be the undead presence I felt is gone on Threads.
You do
What happened?
you sense desecration, or the opposite of or unholy on the book that's on the ground.
Okay, but that book is very, very unholy.
Yeah.
So it is what we must be looking for sure.
Sharpie picks it up.
Okay.
Wait, what happened to the thing that was possessing Threads then?
You didn't see.
Where's it
anything?
gone?
You didn't see.
Would Threads know what happened to her?
Yeah. So Threads, you've been a silent witness to everything that you have done in the last couple of days, couple of hours.
Okay, great. Well, I was possessed, and Ash, you guessed it. It was the spirit of Nas Lantomir.
Has she come back to her original body?
Well, she's dead. And her goal was to find the codicil, and I guess once she touched it, she got what she needed and moved on.
That's anticlimactic. Fuck.
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know something about ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're back.
The nature of ghosts is that they have died with some unfinished business, so that's such a strong mission that it holds their soul to this world, and they basically can't be killed. Even if you do destroy them, they'll come back and reanimate and re-haunt until whatever that quest is fulfilled. I assume, Ash, you would have some sort of knowledge of that. Okay, you have the Codicil of White. It's just gone 10 o'clock, so we're 2 hours in. This is actually a good time to just take a coffee break and go from here at a critical juncture.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, 1 hour and 59 minutes, and we're deep in the dungeons, the very bottom layer of Auril's Keep, the Frost Giant castle of old. You've got the Codicil of White. There is one door beyond. Again, a large 10-foot wide, could be walked through by a giant, all these doors. What's the plans from here?
Wow.
Sharpie votes that we've got when we needed. Let's get out of here.
There appears to be another door at the end of this corridor.
Yes, there is.
Any takers?
Don't mean to be rude, Motel, but the last time we stayed to grab treasure, somebody got eaten by a dragon.
I mean, there's always time to look for treasure.
I mean, there could well be very powerful treasures in this place. But we know at least one of the vault has those 2 skeleton guardians, and they're no joke.
Since we're all exhausted, I think maybe now is a good time to leave. And also,
Yeah.
there's some doomsday thing, right?
Hey, thread stuff.
Yes, yes.
Makes sense. When did that happen?
What?
Nothing. Back threads.
Will we survive the crossing back, though, you think? Will we get attacked by anything else on this island?
Well, we could at least find somewhere to hide and rest.
I don't think we can hide on this island from Oral. She has her gardens. She has the garden, and I think if we're on the island, we'll be in trouble.
I can cast sending and tell the whale to meet us somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we could, at the most, we could risk a short rest in a dome.
Nah, I think we should just scoot now. Just
Can't Velen teleport us?
Oh yes.
She lost the magic item to do that.
Yeah.
Wow. Then I guess we gotta escape.
Well, we're walking.
Okay.
Cool. Send a sending to the that turtle. See if it can pick us up.
it's not.
Okay,
it's not.
yeah.
It's not a turtle.
It's a
It's a
whale.
whale. It's a whale. Don't disrespect him.
Sorry, whale.
Where should I tell him to meet us? Maybe if we get out onto the coast and we can see where we want to get picked up, and I'll tell him to meet us there, because he can travel quite swiftly, I imagine.
Oh, let's say we go back down to where he dropped us off at. That's always good plan, because he said he'd be there anyway.
Yeah. As we're talking, we're making a move out of the castle.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but if there's a place closer to the castle that he can come, like he could just pick us up directly. You know.
The castle's smack bang in the middle of the island.
I know. I was saying if there was like an easier, any other location, but I take your point.
But we know the way back. There's no point kind of wandering the island, looking for a shorter route to the sea. I think the fastest route is the route we know.
Yeah, fair enough. Shall I cast an to him now? Tell him we're on our way.
And ask him if he sees any signs of Oral coming back if he's around the area.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I will cast sending a whale ship and ask if he sees any other threats like Orville or the other vultures. And that we're coming back to where he dropped us off.
Okay. I think it's 25 words. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So you'll
He can reply.
you'll run out of. Do you want to type it in, or what do you? I'm just worried that you're going to run out of words with all that pretty quickly.
Okay, I'll just say, we are heading back to where you dropped us off. Do you see any threats? We have what we need.
Okay. You get a message back. On my way.
Ah, splendid.
Did he say how long it'll be?
I'm pretty sure he'll get there before we do.
Okay.
We
Okay.
should go.
Because we have a fair trek, don't we?
Yeah, you make your way. You make your way up the stairs to the next floor. Scouting out a little bit here, and let's see, down to 10. Oh yeah, okay. So the stairs that you go up from this large ice rink area go straight up to the floor that leads out onto the pathway down. And so if I just drag you guys, whoop, here we go, just to give you that idea. Yeah, you can see the castle, so you're coming out of the area where this cave entrance is, and you start to make your way. Now, some of you are moving at half movement rate because of your exhaustion. You're so succumbed to the cold and the exposure. Valen's not looking great either. Jekyll's, Threads and Sharpie are the ones that are still okay, I believe. But it's pretty slow going. And if I'm going to move you, whoop, and I'm going to bring the clock with me. There we go. And I'm going to go to the map of the island just to see where you're going to go from there. There it is. Okay, so you see the island of Solstice coming into range here. And I'll just paste you all and remove. Now Dawn is there. I think you sent her away just to scout around, so as soon as you come out you can see, and I think for the purposes of this, what I'll do is I'll just expose the whole island. You're at the highest point and you're looking all around.
Do I still have the weasel on me, by the way? The familiar.
No.
Did it disappear?
Yeah, it was also banished back to the Feywild, which is what happens when a wizard dies who has a familiar summoned.
Okay, that's a shame. I was going to feed it to Dawn.
Ah!
Then, you know.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so you make your way down the along this ridge, I presume, where there's a bit of a pathway.
I mean, that's where the stairs are going down, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're following the path down, so it's probably our quickest bet.
Okay.
Are we still taking the dead body with us? Because Cletus wants to just leave it behind now.
We left it down right at the bottom of the steps. Anyway.
Yeah. We're not going to take him, right?
After today's effort, no.
Yeah, didn't think so.
No, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to move the party down to get to this spire here. And you feel this sense of foreboding increase. You make your way further along. You haven't met anything at this point, and you finally find your way down onto the flats, and you're wading your way through those enormous field of ice sculptures, if you recall. Keeping on going.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, you ignore all of that and move on. You go between a long ridge where there's a bit of a gap, and come around following the ridge. You get to the spire. You can't see you get glimpses of the ocean as you're going along, but you're quite high up. As you recall, there's cliffs all around this island. and while you might be able to smell the sea, you can't see it. Remember, it's night at this point. There is a full aurora borealis. It is completely ringing the horizon. You get to the coast finally, and that your sense of foreboding becomes a sense of dread. There's no.
So, are we at the docks yet, or are we still at the top of the cliff?
You're at the docks.
At the docks. Is our whale friend there?
No sign of a whale, no.
Oh dear.
Stick your head underwater, see if he's under there somewhere.
Another sending spell, Ash, if you've got any spells left.
Yes, I can do one more. I'll cast Sending again.
Okay.
And say, like, we're at the docks.
Okay. You hear in the deep Dory whale voice, I'll be there in 5 hours.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's find a place to hide.
Well, do you want me to... We could make a dome in an ice cave or something, somewhere out of sight?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What happens if you make a dome underwater?
I've never tried, actually. DM, do I know what would happen if I tried the dome underwater? I mean, it takes 10 minutes to cast, so I don't have that breath to hold, unless I use a spell slot, in which case it's... I think it's 1 minute.
Velin says we can all still breathe underwater, probably for another 8 hours or so.
Oh, well, there you go. That might be a good idea, actually. That might be what we have to do.
The only thing is, though, if you're all exhausted, then you're going to get even more exhausted if it's cold and stuff under there.
Yeah. Can we last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, surely we won't get a level of exhaustion after 1 minute in the water.
You to cast the spell.
It's 10, isn't it, for a Leomund's hut?
If I ritual cast it, I have a slot. I have a 4th level slot. I can just cast it for 1 minute.
Okay. So, Leomund's hut, I'm just calling it up. 10-foot radius, a mobile dome force springs into existence around and above you and remains stationary for the duration. So, just based on that first one, if you were underwater, you get this force, sphere, springing around you. So whatever environment would be around you at the time it springs into existence would also spring into existence. 9 creatures can fit. Fails if its area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Okay, creatures, objects within can cast a spell, can move freely. All creatures and objects are barred from passing. Spells and other can't fire through it. The atmosphere is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. So that dry comment is in reference to regardless of the weather outside. I would class it as if it was full of if a Afriti cast this on the plane of magma, it would still be full of magma and the same underwater. So it's not going to turn into a bubble.
Would it be warm though? Because the inside is supposed to be warm.
That's right, yeah, and it would be warm. That's right. So you could sit in your warm bubble.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan then.
Should we try and get have it cast and then try and surround it with snow?
That's the other option.
Make it look like it's an ice boulder or something.
And
yeah, it's
is it underwater still?
On land, I mean.
I think Moltel's
just to
suggesting
camouflage it for snow.
a snow dome.
I'm thinking of an igloo. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If our breathing stops half like at the end and we're not prepared, we might all drown.
Well, yes. So what's the plan? I'll start casting it now as a ritual,
Okay.
just so that whilst for 10 minutes whilst we're on land, may as well have it.
Yep.
If we don't need it, we don't need it.
Can we find like a secluded area, like maybe that's sheltered, or cliffside? Like, is there anything that can maybe block vision to the dome from the outside?
yeah,
like
you can-
or we can hide.
You can find plenty of spaces that you can find plenty of spaces that where there's shelter, not complete cover, but shelter from protection from the weather and so on.
Okay.
I've dropped you in an area of snow and ice and rock, where, as an example, you can see there's a little cliff face. There's rises and falls, so you can't really be seen from land from more than 50 feet away. You find a little dell of some sort, and then you could always put the dome up in there.
Plus, the dome is also opaque from the outside, so we could try and make it look like snow.
So if you cast it and you start throwing snowballs at it, they'll just stick and tumble down the sides and eventually build up. You could bury it.
But also, like, leaving the top exposed, that looks like snow.
Yeah.
As well. That's another option.
Mm-hmm.
Cletus will
Oh,
help.
if we do it. Okay.
Cletus will be casting mold earth with the snow to help it pack onto the dome, while everybody else is. Well, Ash is casting his dome.
Oh, nice.
10-foot radius, I believe. Whoop. There we go.
So,
Okay. How's that looking? We've got a dome there. You're all fitting inside. And you're going to do what? Pile some snow against the sides? Leave the open so that you can look out, or that it's... When you say... So you want it to be frosted over?
That it looks like it's part of the terrain, sort of thing, which is all snow anyway, so...
Okay.
If we could try and make it look like it's part of the terrain, we can maybe survive.
Sure. Okay, can you roll a survival check with advantage for me?
So a straight roll because I'm still exhausted.
Get non-exhausted people to do it?
Or get the annoying... Yeah, okay.
Yep, if you get non-exhausted people to do it, that's fine. And Threads is probably your survivalist here, your crocodile hunter.
Yeah, I'll do that.
With Cletus's mold earth, I'm sure we're quite effective.
Okay,
Can I roll for survival?
Yes, please.
Is that with advantage because people are helping?
Yes.
Yeah, Threads is back.
Oh, natural 20. Okay.
I did not miss threads at all. I really wanted these threads back.
Okay. So you guys manage. You all do your best to obey threads and do what she directs, and then all pile inside, and eventually you get the benefits of a short rest.
A short rest? I thought we were taking a long rest here.
Oh, I'm just going sort of baby steps here.
Okay.
You got 5 hours till the thing shows up.
Oh, true. Okay.
Long rest will be 8 for most people. While Cletus sits there doing Sudokus, doing the crossword. Because you don't sleep.
He doesn't sleep, no. Well, he can, but he doesn't want to.
Yeah, okay. So anyone burning hit dice to heal, go through that, that's fine.
Oh, for sure.
Fine.
I will do 5.
Ash, can you see through the dome?
Yes, it's invisible on our side, basically.
Okay,
Like, you can see it perfectly.
okay. Tell me if you haven't got your hit dice back yet, if you're still going.
Yes, I am fully healed after burning 5 hit dice.
Oh.
I will mark them off.
Okay. Valen's going to do the
Don't
same.
forget Valen.
No. Okay, so everyone's rolled some healing and had a decent bit of a rest and had a bite to eat. You think that you probably wouldn't get any sleep even if you were wanting to here, because you're so tense. Eventually, while you're sitting there resting, waiting for this whale to turn up, you hear this a cry on the horizon, on the far away, but it must be very piercing and loud, and you can hear a wind pick up. Sharpie,
Very quiet.
you're the one with the best angle from this, and you can see this enormous winged creature passing overhead, and you know its wingspan must be 50 foot across. It's enormous, maybe more.
One we saw going out.
Yeah, but now quite close.
It's obviously swooping down, not going straight to the tower.
Well, it's not swooping down. It's just flying low.
Right, looks like it's doing a search for us or somebody. Time to be quiet.
Yep.
Sharpie lies down and looks upwards.
Okay. Cletus, Threads, and Velin, you can all see from your vantage point that this enormous great white eagle flies towards your group. You can see my ping here down to the south of you, and it banks, and as it banks around, probably keeping about 100 feet away from where you guys are, and it does a sort of lazy L around you. In fact, what I'll do is and as it banks, you can see that there's someone riding it, a human, 2 arms and 2 legs, human-sized, with a long white cloak or cape of some sort flowing behind it. I'll let the 3 of you roll perception checks. See how good your eyes are.
I do have
Threads.
passive perception 16. Wait, I should have rolled.
Yeah, just do a
12.
regular perception roll. Yep, okay. Sharpie, you've got your 19, and Cletus, you've got a 19 as well.
Be boosting that one.
With your super boost. Okay, you get the creatine powder out, have a swig, and up it to 25. Right, so you see this creature stride this giant rock, and it's got the head of an owl, but with the horns of a ram. And when I say it's only 100 feet away from you, that's actually still pretty close for looking at a human. That's 30 meters away. It's not a huge distance. But the wings almost brush the snow past your where you guys are hiding. And looking off to the rock's left shoulder, it seems to be looking at a point where you guys are, maybe not looking directly at you, but looking in your direction, and it has these glowing blue eyes. As you can see, I'm showing you a handout here.
Alright, guys, she's looking in our direction. If she hasn't noticed it, she's at least noticed something wrong.
And to give you an idea, this is what it looks like. An owl, goat legs or ram legs, talons, and black curved horns.
Sharpie is conflicted.
Expressionless, yeah, I bet.
Worst owl ever.
As it turns and goes, Ash, Jackus, and Moltel, you see it disappear, and it's flying in pretty much a beeline towards the Grimscala, the castle.
So it's didn't see us or hear us.
Well, it didn't land and attack you or anything, but for the two characters with the high perception rolls, thought it was looking directly at the area where you guys were.
We stay quiet.
Okay. Still keep hiding out, hoping your your clock will dial down. You breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. Yeah, and probably about 20 minutes later, you hear this cry of the rock cry again, and the snow that at your feet starts to shift and move and pile up into a bit of a mound.
I think we should be leaving.
Wait, what? I don't understand. Is the mound inside the hut or outside the hut?
Yeah. Little mound of snow seems to be sort of piling up.
Inside the hut?
Yeah.
That's not me. That's not me, guys. I think.
Like a mold earth type thing, but snow.
Sharpie is.
I don't think she has control over every aspect of this island. I don't think we should be
He's
here.
gonna exit the hut and hide somewhere else.
You hear this roar, and then from all around you in the distance, you hear echoing roars like wolves. You've heard them many times before. They are the sounds of enraged yeti. And Velen says, "I think
We gotta go."
This little Mephit, remember him? He said there's yeti in caves all over the island. They seem to be all coming out.
Cletus gonna let everyone know, and then we just go for the water. We can still breathe.
How
Yeah,
many
just go. We should just
for a
go.
lift?
Yep.
Okay, make a dash for it.
Yeah, make a dash to go.
Okay. All right, so you leave the hut and start belting, back down to the ravine towards the jetty. Looking behind you in the distance, probably, hundreds of yards away, you can see shapes ploughing their way through the snow towards where you guys are. Easily 10 or more.
Gotta go.
There's one probably half a mile away, but you can see it even from this distance. It must be enormous. It'd be like a yeti the size of a frost giant.
So, just making conversation while we run. Does anyone know if Yeti can swim?
No,
Don't think they can hold their breath.
no clue.
I mean, if we go to the bottom of the ocean, we'll be fine.
Cletus is gonna cast Fly on himself
Yep.
because he's slow as hell, and he's gonna cast Fly on our cleric.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I have stepped the knight. I can fly myself.
You can fly yourself. Okay, then Cletus is gonna cast Fly on Motel.
Great. So that doubles the party speed because you guys were all going at half speed.
It's just Valen now. Bye, Valen. Can you pick? Wait. Can Motel pick Valen up?
I have Sharpie.
Are you Sharpie?
Sharpie can run faster than you guys can, so
I can maybe.
Alright, I'll pick up Valen then.
She sort of slaps your hand and says, "Don't touch me," and she starts to summon a spell. And this phantom beast appears, which she hops up on top of.
This woman.
Right.
It's like
Forget it.
it's a phantom reindeer. Right, but that means that with her on her phantom steed, Cletus and Moltel flying via a fly spell, with Cletus concentrating, you have to bear that in mind.
Yep.
Ash just rises up in the sky like Storm from the X-Men. And Moltel's got the hardest. Oh, Moltel, you can't carry. Oh, yeah, you can. If you can hold him, you can carry Sharpie.
Sharpie got off, so he picked up Velen, and Sharpie has now run off in the distance.
Oh,
Moltel
right.
actually can't catch him.
Yeah, okay. All right, and everyone belts down to the
So funny.
jetty, and finally you guys get to the jetty. You're going to do the old run and dive straight into the water, or what's the go there?
Yep.
Diving straight in.
Okay, everyone dives in. Moltel.
Sharpie will wait.
Yeah, okay.
Before I do that, can I cast Beast Sense on Dawn? And I dive into the water and she flies up and I can see through her eyes, just so I can see
Sure, okay.
kind of what's going on in the island while I'm in the water.
Okay, Dawn circles around, and Cletus, so that was Threads, wasn't it? So Threads, you dive into the water. Velen dives in after you, leaving her steed behind. Jackus, Moltel, and Ash, once you dive in, you're all wearing metal armor and you sink. So you don't actually swim, you walk along the bottom like a deep sea diver.
Yep.
No, look through the chat and you'll see what we look like. You'll see a picture there
Discord?
in the Discord chat. You will see a picture. I think it was from last week.
Oh yeah, with the diving bell thing.
No, full plate armor. Stand. I'll reshare it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, you're standing underwater in your full plate.
That's exactly what I look like.
Yeah, so three of you are going pretty slowly, stomping along the ground, but in your plate armor and shields and trauma hammers of trauma. Sharpie, you dive in as well. You're lightly armored, so you can still swim effectively. And from far above Dawn, you see through Thread's eyes at least 20 yeti. The size of ogres that you've been fighting before, but there's one that's probably 20 feet across. It's enormous, Yeti King, and they're sort of all converging on a single spot where you guys dove into the water. Dawn, with your eagle eyes, you're looking up at the keep. You can see a giant eagle atop the keep, as if it's sitting there on a nest, looking in your direction. And there's this glowing white points of light on the keep too, as if there's a goddess watching what's going on.
I relay all this information to the rest of the group.
Okay. You guys.
Seems like Oral has commanded the trolls to come for us.
Okay. And what are the rest of you doing? Just making a beeline to get as deep as you can, or if I go to the... I'm going to go to the other map now, because that's probably a bit better. So you're not actually too sure, because you came here by whale underwater, but you can remember there's lots of ice and rock poking up above, and wrecks of ships.
Try and swim to the ship that the whale dropped us off at.
Oh, okay. Yep, that was to the southwest. Okay, so you all stomp along the bottom and swim along, and finally get to the spot where the whale dropped you off.
I'll start ritual casting. Are we okay to sit down here for 10 minutes, or will we get exhaustion?
You find what you're thinking is you're going to have to do a 1 check per hour measured into it. So everyone's going to have to do one check, but that's going to be enough after that to get inside the dome and be comfortable.
If I use a slot and did it in 1 minute, we escape.
I'll ask Cletus if when we're in the ship, if he can make an air bubble in the ship, in case our water breathing goes out.
The ship had air in it, didn't it?
No. Oh, the ship that had air in it is the ship that's on the back of the whale.
He cannot.
No. Valen's confident that there's more than 6 hours left of water breathing. She doesn't have to concentrate on that.
And we can wait for the whale. Well, we can wait for the whale here then, I guess.
Yep.
Because you said 5 hours.
But the trip from the jetty to the boat is going to be enough for you to have to roll a cold, wet check.
What is the 4th level? Hit point maximum halved. Oh.
Yeah.
So cold thing, is it?
Yep. Moltel doesn't have to roll for this one.
Yeah. It's just double checking that.
So we're rolling Constitution saving throws?
Yes, please. At disadvantage for those on the...
Does Cletus have advantage because he's resistant to cold? So
yes,
it was just
yes,
okay.
Yes, you do.
It's a straight roll.
Okay. Jacus, you're okay. Cletus, you're okay. Sharpie's not. That's your first level. So that's Sharpie. Cletus is okay. Where are you, Cletus? I can't even see you there. Oh, there you are. Jacus, I'm just moving you across if you're okay. Threads. You, it's fail 1 as well.
Do I need to roll for Dot? Oh, she's flying in the air.
She's flying above. Who else? 1, 2, 3, 4. And Moltel doesn't have to roll. So Ash, that's the other one we haven't seen yet.
Okay.
And 1 for Valen.
Disadvantage, right?
Yes. Ash. Uh, 14. Oh, 9. Oh,
9.
crikey.
Would any one of them be within my 10-foot aura?
Not for the entire time of being underwater from the thing.
Alright.
So, Ash, you're in the danger zone. Exhaustion. Okay, speed reduced to hit points maximum halved. Right, we already covered that. I thought that was a speed thing. Eventually, you're just. I think, Isaac, you've experienced this before with another ice adventure we did.
Indeed. You have greater restoration time.
In that one, everyone ended up dying of exposure to the cold, and it was the TPK.
Oh my god.
Right. So, but Ash, you get your spell off, and suddenly the temperature rises to be quite warm, and you can breathe underwater, and the next half hour passes and nothing happens.
I need some fire water, please. For the cold, if nothing else.
What?
You a gold.
What a character development! This milk cleric turning into this alcoholic.
Yes.
Yeah.
May I say something? Ash, you've been acting quite strangely.
Oh.
So you know the spirit that had, what's the word? Possessed me.
Yes.
She actually fell under a strange madness after the isolation trial.
Oh.
Once she passed away, I'm unaffected. It was not threads, it was Nas. And since you've drastically changed, did you feel anything come over you?
I take a swig and go. The isolation was unending. In the blinding white, it was terrible. And I've died once before. It's how I imagined death would be in the worst possible case. It's just nothingness and loneliness. And she shudders.
Is there anything we can do for you?
You can give me more fire water at the bar.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see to you when we find somewhere safe.
She's just seen things we all have.
This little ball.
Oh, you heard.
This little ball hovers over to Velin and whispers in her ear. And Velin says it will take a clerical spell to cure insanity if that's what the three of you have got.
Well, I don't have it now, but Nas had it. She was talking about enemies closing in all around her.
So Ash, Louise, and Jackus, I presume. And
Yes.
Velin looks at Jackus and says, "Hey, Jackus, anything up? Any psychotic experiences?"
Too busy to care. Just do whatever you want.
Oh,
Huh. Velen, what spell would it be that would help them? Do you know?
Yeah, so she says probably a greater or lesser restoration.
Off we go to the fountain of
Fountain of Youth again? Yeah.
again with the giants.
Or lesser
If we can make it in our current state.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to.
A couple of hours pass. Pretty much, it's a tense time for you all, but eventually, to your relief, Angachuk comes into range, and you can see that there's a dim light above. So it's actually it's day, for want of a better term, in Icewind Dale, and the whale comes up to you, swims alongside the ship.
You're a sight for sore eyes. And I'm gonna swim really fast.
Okay. So you make it across and you go to the bubble, put your hands against it and press in, and suddenly you tumble into cold but dry oxygen air, and you breathe in air now. You can breathe air underwater under a water breathing spell. And you fall in a heap as Angachuk says, well, I must away. And he sort of dives down deep. Dawn, how long does Dawn's base sense last?
Let me see. Up to an hour.
Okay. So that'll be long gone by the time Angachuk arrives.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So Dawn's not there. She's above somewhere.
Would we have taken another short rest in the dome?
Yeah, you could take a short rest in the dome if you want. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
From our past experience, riding Ungachuk, would we benefit from long resting on the back
Yes.
of? Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not in the back of a whale. You're in a dry skiff. So it's like resting when you're out to sea.
So how many days was it last time?
It was 3.
Well,
3 days to get underwater with Ungachuk.
Sorry, go.
Yeah, Ungachuk says he's staying underwater as long as possible. An hour and a half, 90 minutes is the most he can pretty much hold his breath, because when he surfaces anywhere around the island, the rock attacks him as soon as it gets a sense of his presence. But he does come up with there's a very tense point when he comes up for a breath, but luckily the rock is not there waiting to pounce. And you progress throughout the day, heading back to the south, the sunny south, where it's only -20, -40, and everyone managed to get a long rest in. And as a result of that long rest, you lose 1 exhaustion point, and everyone finds that they've gone up to 9th level.
wow, 9th level, like that.
9th level? Oh, we're on 7th level.
Are you-
Going to 8th?
Are you 7th or 8th?
We are 7th.
Ah,
Right?
oh,
So technically ninth.
forget everything I said. It's 8th.
No, take backsies.
No, yeah.
God damn it! Why did we have to open our mouths?
Should have just kept quiet.
During that ride, was Dezen the dead
Mage?
wizard,
Yep.
the mage? Did Thread still have her spell book?
Yeah. So you've got Naz Lantamir's spellbook, and you can investigate that and figure out what's in there at least, so that you can decide whether there's spells that you can cast, but into your own spellbook.
Yes. Cletus will ask very nicely for the spell book from Threads.
Oh yeah, of course. But lovely Sharpie, may I have my cloak back too?
Thread's been acting reasonably normal over the trip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I ask you to say to open up a telepathic link so I can talk to you and you can hear that it's me.
And it sounds like her, DM.
Yes, it does.
Alright, he gives back the Pawafwi.
Yeah. Thank
Okay, I'm pasting in the chat. I'll tell you, but the spells that are in the spellbook are Clairvoyance, Cloud of Daggers, counterspell, detect magic, detect thoughts, find familiar. In fact, what we did to try and hide what was actually going on with Nazlantamir is I created Nazlantamir in D&D Beyond, but called the character Threads, so that when she rolled dice, it came up as Threads. So that was in.
Yeah, so you can find it on the character of the campaign.
So if Tina, if you could probably just paste all of the spells that Threads has into the chat. That'd probably be easiest because you'll have it up there in D&D Beyond somewhere.
Oh,
Wait a second.
you have Phantom Steed?
Oh, no. Okay, so no, I don't.
You don't?
That was
That's, I don't know. That was an extra one that I guess the DM gave me, but that's not what she officially has. So I don't know.
Velin had Phantom Steed.
What I officially had, I just changed it. That was on the handout that I was giving
Okay.
out.
Yeah, but whatever spells are in D&D Beyond are the ones that are in the spell book. So there's a few more that I've added in.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll do that.
nice.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about whether I could use those ones because they weren't specifically in the
In the handout? Yeah.
handout. Yeah.
Okay, now go by what's in D&D Beyond. That's more my take on it.
Okay.
Okay. Velin is furiously studying this white tome, and this little orb is hovering over it and running lines as if the orb itself is reading the book as well. Velin says, "I've got it. We go to the area where the Arcane Brotherhood all know where this city crashed into the glacier, and there we go and we cast and we recite the Rime of the Frost Maiden." Which was like a prayer.
We should hit a town first. Recoup.
Yeah, get some more supplies.
Get rid of our exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay, I'm showing you the handout.
I'm sure that happens on the rest on the way home, right?
I've run out of rations.
You're reading salt and pepper with porridge, if assuming that Ash can cast her spells. I'll read out the rhyme for you, but you can see it up on screen, just for anyone with audio only. We bow to she who wears the crown, let the world shiver with dread. Clad in winter's whitest gown, her snow enshrouds the dead. Her fury sheds but frozen tears as grey clouds issue forth. Her wind across the wasteland shears, bringing blizzards from the north. The ice-kissed flowers caught mid-bloom, beauty kept in all its grace. This is the preservation. Summer's gone to its silent tomb, stilling in her cold embrace. All the world in winter's white, sheathed in sleet and ice, set upon never-ending night, she conjures paradise. Behold her everlasting rhyme, see how it covers all. Weep not for those she traps in time, behind her glacial wall. Sovereign of summer's lost, general of winter's war, long live the queen of cold and frost, may she reign for evermore. And someone will need to read that out loud to crack the glacier. So 3 days' time, you've all recovered from all of your endurance what's it called? Exposure.
It all except those who got a 4th level of
So
of exhaustion.
and you'll lose yours over the first day trek across the snow. I'm just going to move us all back to the main map because we've got a bit of a journey. Icewind Dale, there it is. We can update tokens and things, but with your hit points. And I'm going to mark on your map where Valin says the ice is, the waterfall is. Okay, can you see that on the map?
So far.
X marks the spot.
Well, we need to make a delivery to the Reghead Glacier anyway, so...
Well, we need a resupply.
Yeah, food good.
Food, repair armor, repair weapons.
Indeed. Healing kits, diamonds.
Yep. So, Brinchander?
Yeah.
Where are we? Oh my god, we're over there.
We are here.
Do we need to pick up the owl along the way? Or could we go straight to Bremen?
We can go past Lonelywood, but I mean, I can go to Lonelywood on my own. That's no hassle.
Could we maybe send a message to, like, send a sending spell to the owl and like we did with
You can
Oliver?
because it understands common. And when you surface, Dawn is nowhere to be seen either. She has no way to track where the whale is.
We sent her a sending spell. I mean, I guess I could resummon her or something.
You could.
I think
You could.
If worse comes to worse.
You could just burn a second level spell or whatever it is, a spell slot, I believe.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Yep. Okay.
Isn't she a companion, not like a summoned steed or find familiar thing?
Yeah, but the same. I'm letting the same way that you can resurrect a dead one, effectively summon or conjure her back.
Fair enough.
I think
she's not just an animal; she's a primal companion, so she's kind of magically summoned. So it should work.
Should work then. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you get back to Ungajuk's bell, and Ungajuk says, "Well, good wishes on your journey. If it would help, he's willing to take you up to Revel's End, which is as close as you can get to the Caves of Hunger. Let's see, a lot from going directly that way." But it's not a huge distance if you're going to go back to the towns to go sort of from the towns that way as well. So I need to know, are you just going to go cross country to Bremen, or sort of the way that you came and travel via landmarks down to the river and then down around the Maya Jewel on the lake?
Does the owl answer to the summoning spell?
Yes, and I assume you say where you want to meet it, where you want it to fly to?
Yep. In which case we can meet it at Bremen.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, threads.
I asked Oliver to wait here. Is he here?
Yep. Oliver's there.
I'll summon.
Yeah, I'm gonna resummon Dawn.
Okay. Okay, so Dawn's back. Olivar's back with you. Jacus re-summons Ice with a fine steed. The owl has answered that it'll meet you in Bryn Shander, or will fly in that direction. And it's actually not that. It's a fair way across ice. Threads, I'll get you to do a couple of survival checks with advantage.
Both terrible. Sorry.
16's okay. Okay.
28.
And do...
Another one?
Yep, 2 more. Okay. All right, so it's a bit of a slog. I'm just going to draw. I'll use a different colour. So you've got 4 days here. You go, whoops, that's not right. I need a freehand. Okay, you go 1, 2, yep, 23. Just outside Bremen, all the kobolds with all the dogs catch up to you. They're coming from the tower, and which is where they were waiting for you. And then it's just a short dash to Bremen. From there, you can buy food, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I presume you'll just then stock up on food. But then it's another day to Targos and another day to Prince Shander. So having a good night's sleep, probably a warm bath, decent cooked food, best money can buy, and finally you're in Bryn Shander. And if you want to go shopping, you can. How long are you willing to wait here? Velen's keen and Toei to get moving.
We need so many rations and potions.
Yeah, I say like if we have to wait at least 1 day maybe to repair the gear, we'll be off by the 2nd day. We can do all our shopping by then, surely.
Yep.
Are we in Bryn Shander now, are we?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, possibly a day for our armour to be repaired.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, definitely a day.
Okay. You can go and visit your... Oh, no, you don't have pals, do you, in the Black Swords?
I do not. No, I do not.
Okay.
I think we do.
Actually, no, we do.
The one who made my hammer should be here, right?
Yeah, he's your pal, but he's not Maltel's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we bought the armor from, full plate.
Ah, yes.
So
okay, yep, all right. He says the guy that there says that if you're gonna help out on the forge, it'll just be getting some materials to plug all these holes, and a couple of plates need to be replaced, which he can use from other parts. He's got, salvage some other pieces from other parts of suits of armour that he's got, but it'll cost 150 gold to repair it.
Yep, done. 150. I'll pay for everyone's repairs for that. So 150 for my armour.
My short sword is, yeah.
I have a ding, 1 armor, my plate, my medium armor, and my mace, both were damaged.
Oh yes, I've still got the mace. So yeah.
Okay. For the mace and swords and things, whatever they cost to buy new, it'd be whatever half of that to repair it.
So 25 for a nice male scale now.
So 25 plus that, total of 100. Say 160 gold, and it's all repaired.
Okay, done.
Is ration still double price?
Rations, yes. That's just
Rations are double price.
yeah. That's just the nature of food is the expensive commodity around here.
Cletus bought 10 in Bremen. Would that have been double price too?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay.
How much for 10 again?
10 would be 10 gold.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
1 gold per person per day.
Yeah. Cletus doesn't have any money to buy magic ink. He would like to dip into the party jewelry box and buy some magic inks and magic stuff to write in his magic scrollbook notebook.
Yeah. My only request is that we leave at least 300 just so if we have one more resurrection.
Yes, we have a lot of money in the jewelry.
And if people want like an extra healing kit, they're very cheap. They're like 5 gold, 10 gold.
DM, how much are you charging for magic ink?
Oh, it's the same. So whatever. I think you're. It's you. Thou shalt spend 50 gold per spell level or something along those lines.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
normal,
Okay.
It's normal price. It's food that's the problem.
Okay. So, and then the party jewelry box has the prices of them. So whatever we sell, it will be the exact same price we'll get from the merchant.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Okay.
right.
Okay. Cletus is going shopping, guys. Sorry.
Jacques is gonna check up on Lucius and the gang. And also, what's the name of the blacksmith friend we have?
I forget off the top of my head, but I can find that out.
Way back to session 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who made my hammer.
The guy who made the hammer was way down south in a different village.
Yeah, different. That's
Oh,
that's out of the whole Icewind Dale region.
oh, that's not from Brinchander.
No.
Brinchander was the armor, the full plate armor.
Yep. Smithy and outfitter, Garn the Hammer, lawful good shield dwarf. Cheapest blades in town, and his sister sells adventuring supplies, rations, cold weather gear, ice picks, snowshoes, and so on.
I thought I got the hammer from Brinchander. My bad.
No, the hammer was from the guy, way down south, beyond the valley that got you in here.
Okay, would Brinchander have any adamantium stocks?
There is adamantium around. This guy doesn't work in it normally, but he can at least put the word out and try to buy some up if you want him to act as a buying agent for you while you're off.
I want to ask him if he can turn my full plate and have it coated with adamantium.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a big ask. Not in the sort of time frame that you're talking about now. If you're leaving in a matter of days.
How many days would it need?
Are you talking about just trying to get adamantine armor?
Yeah. Full plate. Yeah, my full plate to be turned into like an adamantine.
Yeah, you would have to make it from adamantine in the first place.
Okay.
And that involves spellcraft as well.
See. All right.
We may have a chance with the dwarves to the east of Tourmaline if you want adamantine.
Remember, if you recall, going back, 4 months or so, this guy's actually got a reputation for being the cheapest and nastiest and budget stuff. So it's like buying a violin from Target.
Although this armor has held up pretty well.
That's the thing, is while it's scorned, it is fully functional, and if you are capable, you can still play magnificent music on a Target violin.
Yep.
Right, so...
Though buying armor from a place called Target doesn't seem like it's great.
No. Okay. Setting off.
Question: is there also a way to make the hammer stronger?
It's adamantine's about as strong as it gets, regardless, without enchanting it.
Or can they do that? Enchant it?
No, this guy's just a smith. You would need either a powerful priest or a powerful wizard.
Is there an enchanter here in Bryn Shander?
No, in all of 10 towns, there's very few, well-reputed wizards and clerics, and they're like, oh, the great cleric, blah blah blah. When you went to see him, he couldn't even remember the guy in Bryn Shander, the Morning Lord dude. His limit was, I think, 3rd or 4th level spells. He wasn't able to cast the Greater Restoration to heal the aging.
I see.
And on the
Gotcha.
in the wizardly side, there was the great Macreades, who you went and saw too. And you know what happened to him, what befell him. So there's powerful guys or well-regarded guys, but it's a very low ceiling.
Okay.
You can go and ask though. Ash, when you go up to the meet up, he sort of sees you straight away and says, here comes the sun. It's all right.
I chuckle and greet him warmly.
Yeah, you did ask him what the salutation was for these Dawn Lords, and that's it. I did a bit of thinking, bit of background work. Okay. We've just gone 11:30. So I'm presuming you've done your arrows, rations, you've got your repairs back.
Sharpie would like to inquire about town, like how many people have made it south recently, when are the caravans going, that sort of thing.
No one who's headed south has come back.
Has anyone arrived from the south? Have been gone?
Let's have a look. No. And it seems as if as time passes, the intermittent but terrifying storms and avalanches, they're not getting worse, but they're getting more constant.
Joyous. Looks
Yeah.
like that drow wasn't like draw.
There's no health potions to buy, but you can get a diamond if you want. You've pretty much bought up all the diamonds you could last time around.
Can we buy medicinal herbs?
Sure. Is that what you call it?
I mean, there is actually a thing in the player's handbook called medicinal herbs.
Okay, I believe you. It's all right. Yes, there are medicinal herbs. Stuff that would be more of a druidic manufacture, there is a plenty. Well, not a plenty, but available. Okay. Are we ready to go? No health potions, sorry.
So, did we buy the diamond out of the party money, or shall I spend the money? I don't mind. I bought like tons of healing kits and subtracted all the gold and stuff already.
Plus, I paid for your armor, so you didn't need to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that was also like 25 gold, isn't it? Or...
I paid for it. Let's say that.
Yeah, sure. You'll pay my 25 gold repair. I'll pick up the 300 gold diamond that I used to resurrect you last time.
And everybody make sure to pay for stuff in that amount of copper that you got.
I mean, I've got loads of gold. So do I buy a 300 gold diamond? I mean, we'll need plenty of diamonds for greater
Yeah,
restoration.
just buy it. Just use the party money to buy it. Just go for it. Cletus already went for it, so you go for it too.
Okay, well, can someone subtract 300 gold from the party money for me?
We only have jewelry, so how much did you use? You already crossed your stuff out, Nina?
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
It didn't save. Hold on. I just used the first one.
Where is it, by the way?
It should be current party jewelry box.
Yeah.
It's basically under
So
that stuff.
Cletus used the first 1 foot tall marble statuette.
Current party jewelry box. I can't even see that.
Party notes?
Oh, in the folder, party notes?
Party notes, party notes.
Oh, yeah, got it. Okay. Great. Okay, so Threads, can I get you to roll a 2? Yeah, 2 rolls, thanks. Survival with advantage. Okay, you make it in 2 days to East Haven. Well, to the crossroads. I'm going to do a different colour now. Good time.
What's the price of that diamond, sorry?
I think you need a 300.
Okay, got it.
Threads, can you do 2 more for me?
Coming right up.
Okay, a 28.
And 1 second.
And another 28.
And another 28. Yes.
Nice one. Okay, so you're managing. It's not just about how far you get, but also managing to avoid wandering monsters, other encounters. Now, where you are here, if you can, I'll draw your attention to the map here. You've left the last town behind, Caerconnig, and you're following a frozen river. And this frozen river will go for many days' journey and eventually hit the glacier. And there would be a waterfall which is frozen now, but maybe at one stage when there's a melt and the water would run off the top of the glacier and trickle down. There's a weakened part of the glacier which is very is a weak spot where you could crack it effectively, and that's where Verlin is targeting for you guys to arrive. So, Threads, can I get you to do 2 more? We'll see if you can get there with no encounters. $27. And
Don't know why it's missed the second one, but
yep,
25.
27 and 25. So it's all going pretty good so far. And you're in dogs. You're on dog sleds. Well equipped. Okay. Now just checking food stocks for you guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days food just to get to where you are so far.
Oh wow. Okay.
Can everyone? I'll just write a 6 there. Day 6.
6.
Yes. 2 more for me, Threads. This is all very, very boring. Probably a good sign. 23. Okay, we're still in the above 20s, and another one.
Another 23.
Okay, and another 23. 1 more for me.
2 more, did you say?
Well, yeah, do 2 more. That's fine. There's a 22 and a 28. Oh my god! So it's pretty easy going. You're going along a not a river bed, but so it's as flat as you can get, and you're crossing tundra. Get you to do 2 more for me. You haven't rolled below 20 yet. Okay.
There we
jinxed
go.
it.
Just the last day.
Okay. All right. You get to this point, and let's see. And you see signs of elk, like herds, crossing your path.
Sharpie will take a fly around and see if he can spot them.
Okay, you do. There's great herds, maybe thousands of them. Not too far to the northeast. You're starting to head into an area where there's a large tribe of elk.
Any signs of barbarian tribes nearby?
No, but you'd expect wherever there's game, there, no doubt there'd be some.
Alright, drop back down. Well, actually, psychically tell them elk to the northwest, you said?
Okay. Yes. In fact, amongst the elk, you think you can see some humanoids, like walking in a line.
Take a swoop over them, try and see what they are, while not going, say, within 100 feet of them.
Okay. Yeah, so they look dressed like natives of the region. Much like the tribesmen that you encountered in your vision quests, in your tests of Auril.
Can I see what tribe they might be? Are they recognisable?
Not without going closer. So you're flying a giant owl. I'm assuming you're quite a way back.
I can get within about 100 feet of them without risking myself.
Yep, okay. Yeah, so you fly in, and it looks like they are wolf tribe warriors. And as you approach, there's sort of 3 of them walking in a line, and all the rest are in single file behind. And one of them points at you, and another one seems to wave and gesture, raises a hand.
Yeah. Evasive manoeuvres.
Okay.
Fly away.
Okay. Get back to the party and tell them what's going on.
Yep.
Party carries on. At some point throughout the day, you not round a bend, but it opens up at some point where you can see a bit further, and there's about a dozen or so humanoids walking towards you, their cloaks flapping in the wind, and you're very close to the glacier, and they're coming from that direction. And one of them, they all stop, and one of them holds up a hand. He waves at you. I've threads. I assume you're at the front, being the scout.
Yep, I'll wave and say greetings.
Okay.
Friendly face of the party.
Would we recognise this person from our trial of Oriel?
No, but you only saw one Just the boy. Is that what you mean, or the guy or the druids that you fought?
No, the in the test of endurance, we were traveling with the elk tribe.
Yeah. So these are tribe. These are clearly wolf tribe warriors. And one of them, the three at the lead, sort of approach and gestures in a non-threatening manner towards you.
Hello?
And you
I
can.
call out. What do you want?
He says,
Is everything okay?
"My nephew was saved by you and he gestures towards the back where there's this boy riding a white wolf. I take opportunity to thank you and try not to talk like a fake
Perfect.
Indian from a cowboy movie. And absolutely butcher the accent when it's he says, "We must speak. Our great druid has had a vision and saw your coming." And he sort of gestures.
I look at the party. Do we have time to stop? Seems important.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
It gestures to a rocky alcove where both parties can enjoy a bit of a reprieve from the wind. Velin barks a few orders to her undead kobolds. And they start tending to the dogs. And the live kobolds. Okay, so you sit down, they sort of gather round, and these two druids and a chief sit down with the seven of you, and he says, "Tigers with ice in their veins come to spill your blood upon the snow. They will do everything in their power to keep you from finding what the Frost Maiden has preserved under the ice. I am Menir, and myself and my fellow wolf tribesfolk will escort you to the foot of the Reghead Glacier."
That would be much appreciated.
And
Can I do an inside check on it?
yeah, go for it. Okay, so
That would be 35.
right. Yeah, so you feel that he's not being deceitful anyway. It's a genuine offer, and he clearly has no love of the tiger tribe. When he says that
Mentioned cycling to everyone else.
the tiger tribe with ice in their veins, you get a feeling that he's referring to not, that they're cold-hearted or anything, but more specifically associated with they are followers of Auril.
Is this a saber-toothed tiger tribe that we first went to for the endurance training?
Yeah, that was the chief, the one with the saber-toothed tiger as a pet.
Okay.
And I think you looked after their village while they went on a hunt to raid the elk people.
Yeah, they were the only, one of the only ones that were welcoming and yes, Orals, people are here. The others were a bit like, ugh, no, not you guys.
Yeah.
Well, this one we saved the boy of the tribe. The nephew, was it?
Yes.
Of the
Yeah.
So we saved this nephew. So I think we can trust this one.
Okay. In that case, you head off together and form a much larger group with, while there's a dozen or so in the group that you just joined, there's the chief, some tribal champions. They're all veterans, the small group that's with the chief, and he's also got a couple of druids with him. No signs of Auriel or Frost druid related stuff. These are more like Sylvanus or one of those more standard druidic shamans. Yep, insets, yep, that's fine, you can cross it off. Anything you get between now and next week you can go through. Just a question in chat. Okay, threads. You and one of these trackers who is your equal in scouting can collectively, so there's one from your group and one person from their group, can collectively do the survival checks and try to lead the group along to this great glacier.
Can I ask them while we're at it, do they have any sort of restoration magic?
I'm gonna have to.
My friends might potentially have some kind of madness.
They say, what kind of madness? Here, who has this affliction?
Well, the tiefling here, my friend Ash, and the half orc Jackus, they seem to, I don't know, fail the trial of isolation and perhaps fell into a madness.
He says, this druid says, grunts, probably has charisma as a dump stat, goes up to Ash and says, and sort of pokes you and walks around you a couple of times, Ash, and then grins at you, but not a smile, more like a baring of the teeth, and gestures at you, and you get an idea that this druid's trying to get you to show him your teeth.
I take a swig out of the wine flask and then bare my teeth.
Okay, and then he goes, and opens his mouth up really wide and tilts his head back and then gestures at you.
As a trained medical professional, I will follow suit.
Okay, all right.
Show him the upper palate, whatever.
Okay. Okay, so this druid sort of walks around you and then sort of sits you down and then puts his hands on your skull, on your top of your head to either side, and you start to feel this druid's fingers sort of press and poke and feel all the bumps and grooves of the skull. Bit of a phrenology guy, and eventually he gets out this skull of a crow and starts waving it while chanting and swaying from side to side for a time. And your stomach starts to get queasy, and you can feel the distaste for alcohol come back to you.
I look at my wineskin in horror. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, said Druid.
He just goes, grunts at you, nods.
How about Jackus too?
He says in one, let Oral draw the veil one more time, we'll sleep, and then look at the orc. And the other one.
I like our new friends.
Yeah, Thread is a high level spell. You can only do it once a day.
Okay, so threads.
Jackus?
Advantage
No.
roll?
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow is effectively what he's saying.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, we have a 26. Good one. Okay. Jackus, are you going to put yourself to this same healing? from the druid?
Jackus just shrugs and walks away.
I missed that. Is that shreds and what says okay? You're letting him?
No, Jackus shrugs and walks away.
Walks away. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
get back here, please, Jackass. That's suspicious by itself. Why are you walking away?
Leave me alone.
You have phrenology is not exactly a valuable medical thing.
I might have to do this secretly when Jakku sleeps.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
This day of travel, after this last night, some scouts come in and talk to the chief, and he looks alarmed and talks to his druids in their native tongue for a moment, and then comes back to you and calls you for another war discussion planning session, and he says the Tiger tribe approach, and they gain on us with Auror's blessing. We are not far now from the Great Glacier, and we will set ambushes and slow them down as you press on to the Great Waterfall.
So is he saying to split ways right now, then? Today?
Yes, as soon as his scouts come in.
Please heal our friend Jackass.
We need to
I
restrain
think he
him.
needs it.
We need to restrain
He's
him.
doing
Can you restrain
Wait,
him?
does someone have a restraint spell?
You can try.
I could hold him.
Yeah, we should do that. Let's do it before we wear the split ways.
Please.
Go. Go, Mateo.
Yeah.
This is all within out of Jakkus's earshot.
Yeah. This druid doesn't really want to do it without Jakkus being willing. He says, there are many steps, and the first step is acceptance of one's insanity.
That before.
Well, leave it be then.
The next stage is regret.
And I think it's a bit of tough love, though, because we won't get another chance to have a greater restoration for a while.
Has he seemed to be weird or anything, Jackass? Is he avoiding apart from us trying to force the spell on him? Has he been kind of distant, not really hanging around?
I'll give you a insight. It's bordering on PvP, but this is associated with a madness, not just trying to figure out what someone's character is, motivations are.
17.
And Jakkus, can you roll a deception?
Deception?
I don't think you're actually trying to. All right.
Yeah,
So, you think that Jakkus, ever since this traumatic event that Ash and Neslan and Tamir experienced, or via threads, or threads via Neslan and Tamir, he's been particularly aloof and uncaring. And even when he has been fighting more for the thrill of it rather than and just to wield his hammer, rather than rushing in to save anyone in particular.
That's true. He totally did not save Cletus when Cletus was in the tent yelling for help.
Say to the druid, I implore you, our friend. He's not himself.
Yeah, he's like emo
Exactly.
He's emo Cletus, emo Jakkus.
winter.
So emo.
Just don't worry. We have a cleric in the party. We can just do it with our cleric. It's okay. We just have to spend money on it.
Yeah, and Nina would not be like, we're saving 100 gold here by having this spend on it.
Yeah.
Oh, but Jackus is so emo.
It's okay. just let him be emo Cletus. It's okay.
He's just over the last, because you've been travelling now for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days since you left Bryn Shander. And to get to Bryn Shander, it was another 5 or 6. So he's had plenty of time to grow out his fringe. And and he's now incessantly flicking it off to the side.
Oh, and he can use prestidigitation to turn it dark blue to give himself a streak.
Mate, it's just a face. Hopefully he'll outgrow it. Let's just leave him be for now then.
Okay. All right. So so an aggressive, angry but emo Jackus is not necessarily a hindrance to the party, I guess. But so these wolf tribe are going to disperse and run interference, and they say you must race before they in case they break through our traps. The tiger tribe are strong and direct. The wolf
Thanks
tribe.
for your help.
Yep. Okay, so Threads, can I give you another survival check for this day? This hopefully last day on your trek. Oh, 28.
Yeah.
Okay, you finally reach this glacier. It is hundreds of feet tall, an immense glistening wall of blue ice before you. It seems impenetrable, but then you notice that there's this lighter coloured stripe nearly bisecting the wall at one point. And Velen says, "This is the frozen waterfall of which I spoke." And she says, "Who will read the rhyme?"
Do you not want to do it, Velen? Otherwise, I put myself forward. I think myself or Cletus would be suitable.
Ash, I vote for you.
Oh, okay.
I don't want Bella to do it. I don't know why. Maybe just Nas's hate for her is remaining somehow in my body.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ash, you've got this book.
I hold this codicil that is sacred to the goddess of winter, and then I say, "For Selune and Lathander only do I read this." And I will open the book and recite the rhyme.
Away you go.
We bow to she who wears the crown. Let the world shiver with dread. Clad in winter's whitest gown, her snow enshrouds the dead. Her fury sheds but frozen tears as grey clouds issue forth. Her wind across the wasteland shears, bringing blizzards from the north. Ice-kissed flowers caught mid bloom, beauty kept in all its grace. Summer's gone to its silent tomb, stilling in her cold embrace. All the world in winter's white, sheathed in sleet and ice. Set upon never-ending night, she conjures paradise. Behold her everlasting rhyme, see how it covers all. Weep not for those she traps in time, behind her glacial wall. Sovereign of summer's lost, general of winter's war. Long live the queen of cold and frost, may she reign for evermore.
Awesome. Okay, and with that, you hear a crack in the ice. As the last words are spoken, there's this rumbling from deep within the glacier. A noise reaches a crescendo and as finally the great wall parts in a jagged line, and through the crack you can see an opening that leads inside the glacier. And I will show you a handout of what you see. However, from there it's 12:03 and we will finish up tonight. Alright, what I'll do, just to save on some time, because it might take me time to find this particular picture, is I'll post it so you can have a look throughout the week, and we can start with that up next week. And we're now at a juncture. Where you're presumably Valina's urging you all to light torches and so on, and let us press on to Ythrine. The way is open.
Let's go in.
Yeah, let's.
Really, I thought we'd come all the way out here, have a look, and then go home.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, happy times. It's all starting to really heat up, or cool down, I guess. With the Rime of the Frost Maiden finally being found and recited. And 8th level, not 9th.
We heard ninth.
Yeah.
We heard ninth.
Yeah.
Yeah, not 9th level. We heard 9th first.
This is true. And 9th, at 8th level, do you get access to 5th level spells at that point?
I think it's 9.
9th, okay. So you just got loads more. Some good stuff must happen around the 8th level, though.
We get the +2 to stats or feat.
Oh,
So
crikey.
I have finally 18 wisdom instead of limping along with 16 this whole campaign.
Okay. So so if it's an ASI, so feat or ability scores, what are people taking, or what have people chosen to take?
ASI for Constitution.
Okay.
Now my Constitution is maxed.
Okay. 20.
Yep, 20.
What about you, Raf? Jackus?
I got Action Surge.
Oh! So you're a fighter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now you got a
From
level in...
crashing fighter.
Right, okay. Yep.
Level 2 fighter.
Okay. So
yeah.
no ASI for you, but you've got action. You can have an Uber round. Sharpie?
Yeah.
Sharpie is basically, during the trek through the towns, Sharpie takes out the holy symbol of Malar that we picked up off those guys.
Yep.
Looks at it carefully, tosses it in the fire, and lets it burn.
Right.
Everyone can pretty much see that the symbol of Malar is exactly the same as the scars he's always had on his cheeks.
Ooh, yes.
He's taking the bountiful luck feat.
He's taking what? Sorry.
Bountiful luck feat.
Bountiful luck. Right. But yeah, so he's got a particular enmity with Malar. Okay. What about Threads? What's she gonna take?
I think I'm gonna just take the +2 to dexterity so I get max dexterity, get another +1 to my AC.
Yes.
And my attacks and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And dexterity saving throws, I presume.
Yep.
Yeah. And a lot of your abilities use Dex. Cletus?
Cletus has maxed out his charisma, so now his spells are a little bit harder to succeed. I mean, fail, I guess. Succeed, yeah. Succeed.
Right. Okay. So you ASI on charisma, and
Yes.
Moltel. Did you tell us? You've got the Constitution.
Yes. That Constitution is all good.
Yeah. Okay. So hit points just went boom. What about you, Ash Louise?
I took wisdom, and now I'm at
that's
18.
Right. Okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, great. All right, well, that's a big boost for everyone, I think. 8th is a bit of a turning point. Can't wait for next week already.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
GG, everyone.
Yeah.
See you guys next
Bye.
week.
Oh, I recited the Rime of Maiden.